1071.
Hi, it's LeBron. The Lakers play here.
710 ESPN.
KSPN, Los Angeles.
A Good Karma Brands radio station.
Previously on the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
A hot Chicana from the barrio keeping it real.
It's a Heine Friday.
It's a Heine Friday.
A hot Chicana from the barrio keeping it real.
Not a Heine that smokes that juice.
You suck and you're gutless.
I want to suck your blood.
It's a Heine Friday.
Yeah, and as somebody who was younger and who was looking out for Big Bro at the time.
But he was young. He wouldn't know not to get married.
Yeah, what the hell would I have known at 21 years old?
He was dropping Miami Heat everywhere.
But that's my point. Don't you see that if he would have said to me, hey, listen, I'm dropping Miami Heat. You should be dropping Miami Heat. Let's go drop Miami Heat together. You know, let's go be Crockett and Tubbs. You know what I mean?
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show is on the air.
I woke up at 4:30 because I got to go to the bathroom, once, But,
only once per night?
Only once, yeah.
Hey, nice prostate.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
Because it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got nothing to do.
Give me a freaking break.
Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
How do you say his name? Asminger?
Asminger.
Thank you for letting me share in your aura.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
My girlfriend Jean went to Korea and had salmon sperm injected into her face.
Beautiful.
Okay,
Let me tell you something, Mean Gene. That salmon sperm's going to make all the difference tonight, brother.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Right now.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you want to
Bit boy.
It's a Heine Friday.
Bing, ba-da-bum, yeah. Boom, ba-da-bum. Bing, da-da-bum, ba-da, ba-da, digga-da-doom, da-da-bum. Bing, ba-da-bum.
Bring it down.
Boom, ba-da-bum, digga-da-digga-da-digga-da-doom, da-da-bum. Yeah, back up. Boom. Wheel-bum.
Ooh.
That's
good.
7:02 and 30 seconds. Good morning. Happy Friday. It's a Heine Friday on the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. A feel-good Friday, a festive Friday, and most of all, a playoff clinching Friday for those Dodgers that celebrated like it was 1999. Oh, producer Lindsay Baseball's fired up. She'll get into that. And J.J. Redick, another new contract. How about that, sucker? Oh, I thought Sedano was going to be like, oh, my God, J.J.
Good for JJ.
Oh, J.J.
So he got a 4-year contract, worked 1 year into a 4-year contract, and got a contract extension. But they didn't tell us for how long. Like, did they add another year on? They had 2 more years on. They had 5 more years on. What'd they do? They didn't say.
All I know is Cappy's on the phone with his agent, Reed Diamond. What's your guy's name? Dave Diamond?
Rick Diamond.
Rick Diamond.
Rick Diamond, a.k.a. Joe Emerald.
Oh.
Right. I am on my phone. I am on the phone with Rick Emerald. with Rick Diamond today. Going, wait a second. Hold on. I had a 2-year contract. I only got like 9 months to go. Come on, man. Get me a new deal. Yes, you're right. If JJ got one, why can't I get one?
I don't know.
Yeah, it doesn't have specifics here.
Eminence front, yeah. It's an eminence front. It's a put on. Oh, and it's Friday, people.
See, this is what I want Jorge to do every day. I want to play it out.
It's an eminence front. It's an eminence front. It's a put on.
No producer Jorge today. He's doing, I don't know. He's doing Heine stuff, I think. I
don't know, but it's interesting to see you sitting there by yourself on the board. You know, usually Jorge handles the board and you handle all the other stuff.
Yeah, the accoutrement. So I might be slow on the accoutrement today.
Really?
You don't realize how big this board is until you sit behind it alone.
Like the SC hat, big weekend coming up.
It's a Friday with Mike Trudell.
Yeah, I missed the timing there. I stepped on you.
Are we going to get Trudell on at some point?
Trudell's joining us. Beto Duran with the CHLA High School Football Report and our friend Sammy Batesh, ESPN LA Kings insider, will join us as well. Jam-packed Feel Good Friday.
Well, good. I'm glad we have a Kings insider because going into this year with Kopitar retiring.
Kopitar.
Kopitar, excuse me.
No problem.
Him too.
Yeah. Well, that's my point. Is I don't know who the hell is this player anymore.
That darn Davey Kovacek.
Hey, George, no shame there, man. We're going to do this, though. Let's make a commitment to each other. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's make sure that this year, for the first time, we dive much deeper and pay much more attention and talk more about the Kings this year. Let's add the Kings. And we know we're going to do Lakers. We know we're doing Rams. We know we got Dodger playoffs right around the corner. We know we're paying attention to SC this weekend. Let's make sure we commit to each other. We're gonna put our time and effort into some Kings too. What do you think?
Yeah, I mean, we certainly should. I would agree.
The question is, can we?
Hey, Cappy, can we make you the ice girl this year?
I'm dying to be the ice girl.
Let's do it. Let's make this happen.
And by the way,
to be a scraper, right?
Right. And I'm told that there's not just like ice girls. You know how like there was
There's
the whole
ice guys too.
Right,
Yeah.
there was like the whole preseason NFL controversy. I'm canceling my season tickets. You got male cheerleaders. I'm canceling. Well, you know what? Those ice scrapers are dudes and chicks.
Yeah, so let's get you out there. Now that you're going to be up here at certain days, just take you over there.
I want to go. I want to do it.
All right, we'll make it happen.
I'm looking for an ice scraper.
You got one right here, buddy. I'll tell you that right now.
We got a lot of background noise from somebody today. It's kind of muddy.
Really?
Yeah. Let me see something here.
Take a look.
No, it's you, Cappy.
Me?
Yeah, I hear a lot of background noise.
Usually as the birds chirping,
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
doors are
Gardeners
closed.
mowing.
The gardener's going.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I got
if
nothing.
anything, I would say it's very quiet here at the hotel.
Yeah, I got nothing. I'm watching the Ryder Cup. That's what I got going on right here. I don't have the volume up.
Did you get into some of your golden washed fruit? Shit on it?
Golden garnished fruit.
Whatever.
Yes.
Yeah.
I ate it all.
That tweet at JT the Brick yesterday, he must have been steaming.
Well,
He took a shot at us.
Yeah,
I
he
will
did.
say he kind of did like initiate some offense yesterday.
He has a few times over the past week.
And you guys haven't believed me until I gave you photographic evidence.
He's been more offensive than the Rams offense. You know what I'm saying? Like seriously, I mean, I got to give him credit. But I give him credit because he definitely has gone out of his way to come at us. Like, hey, you know, what was it yesterday, Chris? It was something about if he had 5 or 6 producers and co-hosts, something like that.
So I got tagged. He posted something about his show, and then one of our guys, I think the great
Coconut
Joel
Michael,
B.
Radio Michael.
Yeah, and Radio Michael fan were like, are there going to be bits today? And then I jumped in and said, JT doesn't need bits. The Raiders football team is a big enough bit. Then he responded to me saying, well, if I had 5 or 6 co-hosts, I would do bits all day and all night. That's when I gave it to you guys, and Sedano blew his head off. Figuratively, of course.
I actually thought he said something before you said something. I thought you actually responded to him.
No, I responded to our listeners who are now all over JT.
Oh, yeah.
They've got a full court press on him.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, speaking of full court press.
Oh, wow. That just it was like, I'm not talking about this. I'm moving on. Go for it, George.
Yeah.
Another purple shirt, by the way. Congratulations.
I did. I washed the one from Monday and figured it out.
A full week of purple for the Mongrels.
Yeah,
Nice.
That's it. Right. So the Mongrels, I've given you your meat. Now you can just we can be done after this. I fed you for the week. No one can say I didn't feed you. But you do bring up the JJ extension. The one thing though that Dave McMiniman wrote today was about JJ's extension, but that still leaves the future up to LeBron James. So the Lakers have basically put it in LeBron's court based off the conversation, it seems like, yesterday about his future, both in the NBA and with this team.
I thought about this yesterday when they announced that JJ got the extension. I thought to myself, okay, there's maybe 2 ways of looking at this related to LeBron. If you're LeBron, you're thinking, okay, well, I this was my guy. I was podcasting with him. I wanted him. The Lakers followed suit, and they hired him. And by the way, we had a pretty good season in his first year as coach in any level. So on one hand, if you're LeBron, you could say, well, look, they've actually extended the guy that I wanted. Therefore, perhaps I want to extend beyond just this season. And on the other hand, George, maybe it goes more like this. Hey, LeBron, there's new ownership here. we are keeping this coach. This one's not going to be a 2-year and we get rid of him kind of a guy. He's the long-term guy. You're not the long-term guy.
Well, I don't think that's the case at all. When Rob specifically said the words, the first thing we want to do in terms of LeBron and his future is give him the absolute respect to choose his story with his family in terms of how many years he's going to continue to play. He's earned that right. So it literally could not be the more opposite of what you just said.
Yeah, but I don't ever believe anybody. So you just know
for the
me.
love of
I'm
God.
just skeptical about everybody. You know, I just don't ever believe anybody.
Is there a
that's
TV
all.
on it? in
Yeah,
your
something happened. My computer that uses I use to go to YouTube. All of a sudden, there is there's something on the computer, and usually I have like a microphone and headphones plugged into it, and now I don't. So wait a second, I'm leaving YouTube for a second. Hold on.
All right.
I'm leaving YouTube, and now I'm trying to figure out what in the hell is going on in this.
Put it right in your mouth.
You could try that if you want.
Well, in the interim, Rob also
now I'm coming
continued
back.
when pressed about potentially re-signing LeBron in the summer of 2026 if he wanted to extend his career. He said, quote, "We would love if LeBron's story would be he retired a Laker." Pelinka said, echoing a sentiment he has already shared before, that would be a positive story.
Yeah, I would love it. I would love it if LeBron would retire as a Laker. I'm tending to lean right now on, at the end of this year, LeBron retire, please, as a Laker. Now, it is conceivable, right, that he could be so much better this year. I mean, listen, he was really good last year. But he could take it to somebody like myself and others like me who are like, okay, hey, LeBron, amazing career, great run. Time to move on. Time for the organization to move on. So play this year, play your heart out, play your best, do whatever you can, take us further. But then it's retirement time and it's handoff to Luka time. So I would like to see LeBron retire a Laker too. As of this moment, I would prefer he do it at the end of this season. Maybe he'll prove me otherwise.
Yeah. Well, look, we can discuss this a little further because I do want to get into the football weekend as well. Good game yesterday, Rams as well, but we can continue the LeBron and Lakers saga in a moment. But here in Los Angeles, we love our Rams, obviously, and just like them, Carl Jacob was built to fight, and this is where you usually play the bed here, Christopher. They don't wait for games.
Come on, man. I got to do 2 jobs. Plus, I had a TV on the YouTube or something. You know what I mean?
Welcome to my life.
I don't think it was me. I don't think it was my computer.
No, it was because I didn't have that pot up when I heard a TV. Don't try to deflect.
No, I don't think it was me.
Don't be a Friday scumbag. Anyway, the Jacob and Ronnie read already in progress.
Yeah, they don't wait for game day. At the law offices of Jacob and Ronnie, every day is game day, and Jacob is always ready to show up. So if you get into an accident, you call Jacob at 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Tell him Sedano, Mason, and the crew here at 710 sent you. Because here's the deal, man. This Sunday, the Rams are home at SoFi, right? But off the field, life doesn't slow down. The car crashes, workplace injuries happen, back pain happens, medical bills. When life blindsides you, you don't wait around. You call Jacob at 844-24-JACOB and tell him Sedano, Mason, and the crew here at 710 sent you. Jacob and Ronnie isn't just another law office. He's someone who likes to fight like it's personal, okay? Because to him it is. He knows the stress, the confusion, the pain that comes after an accident. And that's why when you call 844-24-JACOB, you're not just getting passed around. You're getting protected. You're getting heard. No upfront fees. No empty businesses, okay? None of that nonsense, all right? No empty promises either, okay? Jacob only gets paid when you win. He's fighting right now for the people across L.A. just like you. So call him at 844-24-JACOB. That's 844-24-JACOB. Visit him online at calljacob.com or follow him on Instagram, call.jacob on IG. And yes, he's the official legal partner of the Rams, Lakers, and LAFC. There you go, Christopher.
Nicely done, even though Cappy's like moving a mic in the background or something.
No, I'm not moving a mic.
I had
to go like this. I moved off the mic and I went like this.
Yeah, we
See,
heard
that's what
you.
I did.
We
Well,
heard
I know
you.
you heard me. I was, now if Jorge were there, Jorge would be like, I potted you down.
I
and
did
then I would
pot
be
you
able
down
to,
for a second, and then I potted you back up because I figured maybe I was hearing things, and then you did it again.
Yeah, then I was
Yeah,
trying
I
to
heard
clear
it.
my
I was
throat.
like, what was
you know
that?
What I mean?
Yeah.
I took a nap yesterday afternoon. I was laying on my back, which I don't normally do. I'm not like a back sleeper. I'm a belly sleeper.
Back sleeping is good for you, though.
Yeah, but I
you
can't
sleep
do
on
it.
your
have a
belly?
especially if you have a raised head.
Yeah. So when I sleep, like through the night, I sleep on my belly.
No wonder you have all kinds of stomach issues.
Oh,
is that
It's not
really
good
that's
for
the
you.
problem?
Yeah, it's
really?
not good for you.
And that's bad for your gut?
It
bad
is.
for gut health?
Really?
Well, I didn't know. So anyway, I'm sleeping on my back. This is like yesterday afternoon. It's like, I don't know, maybe 3 o'clock. I'm taking about a 30-minute nap. I'm sleeping on my back. And, George, I do have my head raised. And I woke up from what was like a deep, like 30-minute sleep because I started choking on like my own saliva. So like I woke up.
That's also really bad. That's not a good sign, bro.
Right? And I've been clearing my throat ever since.
Well, really, I don't know about the gastrointestinal issues, but it certainly does cause all sorts of issues on your back and your neck and all that stuff because
Shoulders,
it's not a
too.
natural position. Yeah, you should sleep on your back, maybe on your side, kind of in more of a fetal position, you know?
Yeah.
They say that people that don't sleep on their back, like you lose like 5 years off of your life for sleeping either on your
Cappy.
side or your stomach.
Captain,
on,
you don't
Captain,
have
we
that
wanna
much
keep you
left then.
I know, really. But I'm only going to make it to 100 instead of 105. You know? Yeah, I'm a belly sleeper. Can't help it. You know, can't get to sleep otherwise. But that's just in bed. But on a couch in the middle of the day, nice little nap. But I needed to clear my throat. And then you guys caught me, you know? I guess I'm having a little bit of a Friday morning issue. But I'll tell you what, I'm ready to rock and roll because I'll tell you this, George. Between yesterday, the Lakers and the J.J. Rob presser, the Dodgers actually, you know, clinching the playoff berth and then the celebration.
Yeah.
No, they didn't clinch the playoff berth. They already did that. They clinched the division yesterday.
Yeah.
The Dodgers clinching the division.
I'm just saying there is a difference.
Lindsay is fired
There is a
up.
difference.
Well, she's fired up because here's why. Let's just really get into it.
Yeah.
Earlier this week, when the Padres clinched the playoffs, Lindsay came at me early, like as if I play for the Padres, as if I speak for the Padres. Oh, those
You do.
little market Padres.
Well, you sat behind home plate, so.
Yeah, well, those little market Padres. Look at them; they're celebrating their cute little playoff appearance. And yesterday, I sent a message in our group chat saying, "So why are the Dodgers celebrating right now? What, I mean, shouldn't a team that is in it every year, that's won 12 of the last 13 division titles, shouldn't they not be celebrating this?"
Oh, here we go.
It was all intended to be sarcastic.
Yeah, but you kind of started it. And then Greg was like, hey, man, because I think he took it literally.
I did.
Yeah,
take
he
it.
did.
I did. Fully took it literally.
Yeah.
He did. He
100%.
took it very literally.
Well, I've heard John Ireland say for the last 10 years the exact same argument about why are they doing
Wow,
this?
he's comparing you to Ireland.
Exactly. So I thought you were doing it too. I was like, no, come on, don't
Now
do
you
this
got
to
to
me
start
again.
doing more.
No, I was being sarcastic to Lindsay that why would the Padres celebrate? She actually said, she goes, but they've won enough now that they shouldn't be celebrating just making it to the postseason.
That was my point, was like,
Right.
you know, that they're expected to be there. I feel like if it's a team like, even like Seattle, I know that they just won their division, but like, that's a team where, you know, I think they've had like one playoff appearance in the past 10 years. So that's something where you clinch a playoff spot and yeah, it's cool, celebrate. I just think that teams like, you know, even the Padres, the Dodgers, like teams that are in the playoffs and are expected to win a World Series every year, not just make the playoffs. I think that when you clinch a playoff spot, since almost half of the league, like, you know, 6 teams out of the 15 are going to make the playoffs. So I feel like celebrating just a playoff berth is kind of like with all the, you know, like the plastic in the locker room and the champagne, I just feel like it's a little extra. But
Okay, so I just want to make sure I'm clear,
winning
though.
the division, I feel like that's an actual accomplishment.
Okay,
Like,
so win the division, Dodgers celebrate,
anyone
Padres
can
make the
celebrate.
playoffs,
If you win
don't.
the division, you can celebrate with
Okay.
the champagne and everything.
But
I
not
think that
if you win,
nowadays,
just if you just make it.
Not if you just make a postseason berth.
right?
Like if you're
Because
like a wild card.
again, you're like that's like half the league. Oh, yay, we're just a little bit better than average. You know.
No, I don't. I
Six
really
teams
don't.
out of- six
I
teams
don't
make
see
the
it.
playoffs, right?
I don't. Yeah, but listen. Here's the thing. I just want to make sure I understand the rules of engagement here this morning.
Oh, rules of engagement.
Dodgers win the division, they can celebrate. Phillies win the division, they can celebrate.
Hey, if the Padres won the division, they could celebrate, but they don't.
But if the Padres just make the playoffs, then they're not supposed to celebrate. So, for example,
Well, if it was like the first year that they had made the playoffs in like a decade, then I could see being super excited about that and doing the champagne celebration.
so
However,
like when the Mets, for example, like when the Mets finally do get in the wild card, they should not celebrate. Correct?
I personally think that the plastic up on the wall, champagne celebration, and the goggles, I think that's too much for just a playoff berth. That's
All
my
right.
fault. That's
Wow.
just me.
Wow.
I'm not saying don't celebrate. I just think it's a lot.
Yeah, Dodgers, celebrate. You won the division. Padres, you just barely made it into the postseason. Don't celebrate, you bunch of losers.
I did not say that.
Well, I know. That's the way I took it.
You added that in.
I just said it's extra. They can do it. I don't care if they do it. I just think it's a lot.
I just think in life we just don't celebrate enough things. If you make it to the playoffs after a 162-game season, you should celebrate. Everybody should celebrate those things, no matter what.
When Bergman's girlfriend gets that salmon sperm,
she celebrates.
She celebrates.
She does.
Damn right.
And you should.
She talks about it for weeks. Of course she celebrates.
When she has the salmon sperm injections into her face,
yes.
Does she overload by eating salmon, or do you not eat salmon for a few weeks thereafter?
It's a loaded question.
Yeah, is there a lot of mercury in salmon sperm or no?
I don't know the answer. I can ask her if you'd like.
Well, I mean, you guys go out and you have dinner, or you guys have dinner at your house. Do you guys eat salmon frequently?
Yeah, we had salmon. We had salmon bowls the other night.
Yeah, there was a picture of it, I think, on the IG
No,
story.
that was chicken.
Oh, okay.
And I made that chicken, and it was delicious.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, how about that?
Yeah.
Who knew?
How about that?
7:20.
Bunch of losers celebrating, just barely making it to the playoffs. A bunch of losers.
You know what they should be saying, Cap? They should be like, you know what? We're not done yet, so we're going to hold our celebration until we make it past the first round.
Yeah.
And
in fact, everybody should do that.
Just hold it, man. It's an F-It Friday, a Heina Friday, a Feel Good Friday, and a Football Friday. The Sedano and Cap Morning Show. We're back in 3 minutes from right now.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
Avner Gatt, your trusted Los Angeles public adjuster. Call Avner directly at 818-917-5256 for help with your insurance claim.
This is the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you need an ally who truly understands your needs. Avner Gatt is here to help you navigate the complexities of insurance claims. Are you feeling abandoned because your home is unlivable and your insurance company isn't cooperating? Or perhaps you're being pressured to use a contractor with poor reviews. You've been loyal to your insurance company for over 20 years, yet now they treat you like an outsider. Avner Gatt knows how to turn the tables. We protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for, and we cover all of Southern California, ensuring your voice is heard and your home is restored. Visit AvnerGatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner and his family personally take your calls with 5-star ratings from Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. Don't let your insurance company dictate your future. Avner Gatt is here to help. Visit AvnerGatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
Hey, soccer fans! San Antonio Cardinale Wine is hooking up fans with 2 tickets, air and hotel, to the biggest match in USA this season. Don't wait. Head to SoccerDreamTicket.com and enter now. You can score your way from San Antonio Cardinale Wine.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Corazon.
Chris Morales here. So many things, big and little, make you uniquely you. Your hobbies, dreams, career, family, and more. Addiction to drugs, including opioids and stimulants, can strip these away from you. This National Recovery Month, recover your life. Choose treatment for drug addiction and get back to what matters most. Find a provider and proven treatment option that's right for you. Recover you at ChooseChangeCA.org.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. Looking to score big on flooring? Kick off your project with Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Every day's a win, no gimmicks, no markups, just the wholesale deals on every surface. Call 866-62-FLOOR or visit them on the web, hernandezwholesaleflooring.net. No sale beats wholesale.
Actual price will depend on product and subscription plan. Featured products are compounded drug products, which the FDA does not approve or verify for safety, effectiveness, or quality. Prescription products require an online consultation with a healthcare provider who will determine if appropriate. See website for details, restrictions, and important safety information.
Want a boost in and out of the bedroom? Hims has you covered. Introducing a new 2-in-1 approach to level up your game. Tadalafil for better bedroom performance and zinc for testosterone support. Put it all together and you've got what you need to turn things all the way up. Getting started is simple. Just go to hims.com/joy to start your free online visit. Through Hims, you can access ED treatments including pills, chews, and more. 100% online. No office visits, no pharmacy lines. Just fill out a simple intake form and a licensed medical provider will determine if treatment's right for you. If prescribed, it ships free and discreetly to your door. Find affordable treatment options at up to 95% less than brand names at hims.com/joy. That's hims.com/joy, HIMS.com/JOY.
Sedano and Cap have taken over Morning Drive on 710 ESPN.
From a tip perspective, I think I'm good there.
This is the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Oh, my
I
God.
mean, could we be more self-indulgent?
Jeez, oh, man.
Can we be more self-indulgent? No?
I think so.
Here are the guys.
7:25. Good morning. The Sedano and Cap Morning Show. Tomorrow, September 27th, back in 1992, Pearl Jam released Jeremy as the third single from the album 10. Cappy and I love Pearl Jam. We've listened to Pearl Jam on many a drives together.
I love Pearl Jam.
Not a fan.
You're not a fan of Pearl Jam?
No.
Really?
Who doesn't like Pearl Jam?
I don't like grunge music.
Oh.
Any of it.
Cappy, you hear that? Oh, I got to pot you up. Hold on. Cappy, you hear that?
Yeah, I do hear it.
Okay.
Well, you know why?
He was like sipping on a straw or something, and it sounded a little
Cappy?
ridiculous.
Cappy's a hard sipper. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I mean,
It's gone, dude. It's gone.
Yeah, no, I know. There's nothing left, Linz. It's all history.
at least, wait, listen. At least we know you got a strong suck.
Yeah. Just put down a major league smoothie here. A lot of calories, a lot of protein powder, a lot of AG1.
Did you get it from the smoothie, the juice place, the Good Juice?
No,
the
I
Great
made
Juice?
it. I made it myself.
Oh.
You know why?
What's the Great Juice place called, or the Juicy Smoothie?
I don't know, but you go to these smoothie places and you spend $12, $15 on a smoothie.
What?
And you're like, what the hell, man? First of all, it's expensive. And secondly, there's not enough. So I make my own smoothies.
Also, Sunday, September 28th, you know whose birthday it is, Cappy?
Is it Chewy's birthday?
Kind of. Chewy adjacent.
Is it Chewy's mommy's birthday?
It is. Producer Lindsay Baseball will turn blank blank.
I'll turn 25.
Yeah.
Big one. Big 25. I can run a car now.
Hey, should we celebrate that, or should we only celebrate when you get into the 30s? Should we not celebrate in the 20s? Come on.
I think it should be reverse, right? You celebrate when you're younger. The older you get, you just kind of
Stop celebrating?
Yeah, because you're like, oh, I'm old.
Will the Browns win on Sunday for Lindsay's birthday?
Probably not. My guess is no.
By the way, our picks against the spread coming up later this morning. Be sure to start your Saturday bright and early tomorrow morning with Dr. Robert Clapper and the Weekend Warrior Show, presented by Cedar Sinai at a special time. I'm in the middle. What's going on?
I have a question for you.
Okay, yes.
Is our best of before Dr. Clapper
No,
or after
our
Dr.
best
Clapper?
of is tomorrow night.
What time?
Oh.
After, I don't know, what time did I have it, Greg? Like 8 p.m., I think.
Yes, it is 8 p.m.
Why doesn't it just air before Dr. Clapper?
I can. I'm doing it today. So you want to air our best of 4 a.m. to 6 a.m.? We can.
Yeah, leading into the clap.
How about if we do this? How
Although,
about if we do
tomorrow, although at 4 a.m. we have Hammer and Emmett from ESPN Radio. So I like Hammer and Emmett. So look, we're getting primetime Saturday night. Imagine going out Saturday night and hearing the Sedano and Cap morning show Saturday special. Hey.
Okay.
Saturday night special.
It's fine.
Meanwhile, let me get back to my
I don't care.
Let me get back to my liner already in progress. Be sure to start your Saturday bright and early tomorrow morning with Dr. Robert Clapper and the Weekend Warrior Show, presented by Cedar Sinai, at a special time of 6 a.m. because USC game day coverage begins at 7. The Trojan Tailgate Show, presented by Yeti, gets things started, and then kickoff from Champaign, Illinois at 9 a.m. USC, Illinois. Hear all the coverage on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app, and be sure to talk about the game Monday morning with the Sedano and Cap Morning Show on your home of USC football, ESPN LA. Fight on!
Fight on!
Fight on!
Oh yeah, I like the up-tempo Lindsay one.
I gave it for a liner that I did that people will hear during the game. At the end, I gave it the Lindsay fight on. So
Oh,
at the
you
end,
did yesterday,
I did.
I heard that.
I was like, fight on.
Fight on.
Hey, Linz, you see that Mandy Award that's sitting right in front of you? So you have your Stella Rosa wine, and then you've got that Mandy Award right in front of you?
It's got a lot of dust on it.
Bro, we got to dust that thing off.
We got to dust this whole
God.
studio. There's dust everywhere.
Look on the, if everybody who's watching on YouTube, look on the right corner of your
Oh,
screen.
yeah, you could totally see the bottle has tons of dust.
Oy vey,
I thought we
man.
were going to do the dusting before the morning show.
Well, I did do a little bit in there, but then, there's all kinds of equipment and stuff. We don't know where the
you
wires
didn't do,
go.
You didn't do no dusting. You didn't.
Well, I did wiping, not dusting.
Yeah.
Oh,
we need
big
dusting,
difference.
not wiping.
Yeah.
Get Jorge's Prima.
Hey, Cappy, you know how you're talking about the celebrations? There were some
Yeah.
pretty funny clips from the celebration yesterday. You want to? I know that you liked the Kershaw one, didn't you?
I did like the Kershaw. Let me ask you guys this question. George, did you hear what Kershaw said after, and he's in the clubhouse,
You'll love
and they're
it.
interviewing him? Have you seen this? Or
No,
heard this?
let me see it.
You want your shirt back? No, I don't want my shirt back. I don't want goggles. I don't want a shirt. I hardly want pants, Dave. All right, well, end it right there before it goes any further.
I hardly want pants.
I
Dave.
hardly want pants.
That's for Christopher.
I love it. Kershaw finally gave me something of substance.
Oh, wait, it got a little better, too, with Blake Snell, if you want to talk about him. He was asked about playing with Kershaw, and, he wants him to teach him how to celebrate, I guess.
I can only talk in his language. No, it's been amazing. We can't say enough good things about the guy, but he's going to teach me how this works, this celebrating. I don't want it in my eyes. It already happened, it hurt. But, no, he's going to teach me how this is done, and we're going to keep winning.
I like the
I
beginning.
don't
of
want
that
it in my eyes.
Exactly right.
I like the very beginning. He goes, listen to the very beginning of Blake Snell.
I can only talk in his language.
I'll pull that one, too.
Put it right in your mouth.
I don't want it in my eyes.
Yeah, but Clayton Kershaw, he don't even want to wear pants.
That's a good drop for Heine Friday.
I hardly want pants.
It's a Heine Friday with Mike Trudell.
I don't want it in my eyes.
I like it.
Those are good sweeper. We just did a live sweeper.
You've known you've hit a glory hole.
Oh, Jerry.
Oh, poor Jerry. He's going to get rocked on Sunday night. Packers are going to
Oh,
rock
it's going to
him.
be so good.
By the way,
especially coming off a loss against the Brownies.
Yeah, the Packers should be pretty pissed. But I love this notion of, hey, Jer, are you going to have any sort of tribute to Micah when he comes back?
Yeah, I don't have an issue with him not doing that. I mean, it's too soon. It would be nice to do it. You know what I mean?
Why?
But again, it would be nice. He doesn't have to. He's not like. I don't have a huge issue whether he does it or not. And I am okay with him not doing it because it was so soon and it was so acrimonious at the end. You know what I mean? But I mean, it would be nice if he did it. But I guess
why,
he
though?
didn't
Like,
put
I'm just
Jimmy
trying to-
Johnson in the Ring of Honor for 25 years. You know what I mean? So
right.
Are we that surprised?
No, I mean, listen, Micah Parsons played for the Cowboys for 3 seasons, and he was
I don't know,
really
I feel like
good.
a little more than that.
He was really good. Hey, he had a really good few years. Did we win anything with him? No.
It's not Micah's fault.
No, I'm not saying it's Micah's fault, but here's what I'm getting at. When the Lakers have Anthony Davis in the building for the first time back with the Mavericks, you're like, hey, Anthony Davis has been with this team for however long, 5-6 years. There has been a championship. There has been a Western Conference Finals. And Anthony Davis just helped, leverage the future of the Lakers because they got Luka. So welcoming Anthony Davis back, a guy who helped you win a championship and who hit a monster shot in the run towards the championship, that three-pointer he hit that night in the Black Laker unis, Anthony Davis deserved a little bit of love. When Shohei Ohtani goes back to Anaheim. When Ohtani goes back to Anaheim for the first time, same argument. They didn't win anything, okay? But he was there with the Angels for longer than Micah Parsons was in Dallas, and he was an MVP, and he was a guy who revolutionized the game while playing for the Angels. You give that guy love. Micah Parsons, hey, nice few years. Thank you. Now, move on. You have to celebrate
I feel
the
like
guy?
in the NFL, it's not as much of a thing. Because guys move around more, maybe. No? Yeah?
Yeah, I don't know. But George, did you look? How many years? I'm sure you probably did. How many total years did Micah Parsons play for the Cowboys? I'm telling you, I think it was like 3 years. 4 years total? 4 total? Okay.
4 before this season, yes.
Okay. So, again, for me, when they asked Jerry, hey, are you doing anything to celebrate Micah? Like, no. No, we're going to try and beat him. That's what we're going to do.
I've danced with the devil.
And good luck. So,
I
big
mean,
game.
yeah, good luck because you're not going to beat him.
Yeah, big game this Sunday night, though. Hey, listen, Sunday, I will be at the Colts-Rams game. By the way, if anybody needs me, I'm at the Colts-Rams game if you need me.
Okay, yeah. I mean, we heard. Did you get all the passes and things you need?
Oh, God,
dude.
don't get started.
I am loaded up, man. I'm just loaded up. Tickets, field passes, parking passes, pregame, postgame, family, friends, tailgate. I mean, I'm
Wow.
loaded up.
That's right. I mean, your boy's on the team, so this should be easy.
Yeah, I'm loaded up for this Sunday. I'm ready to go. The only issue I think I'm going to have is while I'm at the game, I'm probably going to have to put the Bears-Raiders game on my phone while I'm watching the Colts-Rams game right in front of me.
Or are you coming to the suite or not? Because we have 17 TVs in the suite.
We do, and I will.
But you're not going to, huh? Because you want to be with your crew. Like, hey, man, I'm a man of the people. Taking 14 photos on your IG. Scumbag.
I don't know if my seats are in the man of the people seats areas. You know.
Wait, where are your seats? Oh, so you're saying like your seats are too good for the suite?
What are you, Mace? You're not going to say hi to us?
No, I would like to come up to the suite. I would like to come visit for sure.
Who are you bringing to the game with you besides Rachel?
Well, again, fluid situation
Not
there.
a chance Rachel comes. I guarantee you.
I thought she was coming.
Not a chance on a Sunday. Not a chance.
Fluid situation there.
Cap, your morning show doesn't matter to me. Yeah, I put that in there. I put it in there.
What did that mean, though?
I put it in there.
I don't know how to get what that means.
I put it in there, though.
Okay.
Put it all the way in there.
I don't know what that means either. What I do know is that it is a very fluid situation, the guest list on Sunday. But I'll tell you who is coming. This guy's jumping off the stage this weekend up at the Sphere, and he coming right back down to get onto the field at SoFi Stadium. My boy Deacon Fry is coming. That's right.
Did you figure out parking for him that isn't paid for by us?
Maybe, maybe not.
All right. We'll get back
you
to
ask
this.
Alex Van Pelt for parking? Is that how that works?
No, he asked us for parking.
That's right.
As
So
we
you
talked
wanna-
about yesterday.
Alex is already getting him enough.
Yeah, exactly.
I was gonna say, do you have to like split up your ask? Like, okay, I know that Alex is only gonna give me X amount of tickets and or parking, and then the station, the rest. Do you have to like split it up because you have so many people coming?
Oh, that's a really, really good observation, Linz.
It's not like something you do, Cappy.
Well, it also just, again, remember, I just know that everybody's listening. The whole world is listening to ESPN 710, so I just assume that we're so powerful and that parking was plentiful. I
so
didn't
we
realize.
should spend hundreds of thousands of dollars more just for Cappy's parking.
Well, that, and I could use a season ticket package, field passes before the game, lots of stuff like that.
Well, get more revenue for us, and we'll do that.
I'm working on it
Okay,
right now.
there we go. While we
Thank
talk
you.
about that, speaking of revenue, let's talk about our friends at Prize Picks.
Oh, yeah. You want action in the state of California, man. It's very simple. Go to Prize Picks, download the Prize Picks app, use the promo code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. First $5 play gets you a $50 bonus. It's simple to play Prize Picks. It's more or less. There's a stat line for every individual player. For example, a quarterback, passing yards, touchdowns, etc. For a pitcher, it would be strikeouts, total innings, things of that nature. You go more or less. You bundle a couple together, Cappy, and you can win cold, hard cash.
All right, George, listen carefully now. You ready? To all of our Prize Picks players out there, make sure you download the Prize Picks app. Use the code CAPPY, K-A-P-P-Y. Make your first $5 lineup. You get $50 in free lineups. I'm giving you my Sunday plays. Now, George, I would love to take credit for these plays, but I have a friend of mine who is a professional tout, and he has gone 3-0 on Prize Picks for the last 2 weeks. Here are his plays. Tony Pollard, the running back from Tennessee, less than 65.5 rushing yards. Travis Kelce of the Chiefs, more than 39.5 receiving yards. Dak Prescott, Cowboys quarterback, less than 237.5 passing yards. Put it all together with Jalen Hurts, who has the max discount. All he needs to do is pass for half a yard. Those 4 plays, a $20 4-pick power play on Prize Picks to win $200. I'll put them out on Twitter and Instagram, but I'm giving you a gift. You're welcome.
Okay, cool.
Somebody lock it out.
Oh, well, I'm just saying. I thought there was more. Usually, Cappy goes a little deeper.
It was a mic drop. That was a mic drop.
Oh, okay. I just was expecting more. All right, Prize Picks. Like Cappy always loves to tell you, it's good to be right.
Thank you, guys. 7:38, good morning. And last night, Thursday Night Football, the extravaganza that we weren't expecting. Your Arizona Cardinals and the Seattle Seahawks took it down to the wire, Jack. Were you watching, Cappy? Did you put it back on when you started seeing the text thread blow up?
I was sitting around watching that game last night, mostly because the same tout that I just mentioned during the Prize Pick spot, he had Seattle last night -1, so I loaded up on Seattle, and I thought, well, this is no problem. The Seahawks are going to run away with this thing. Didn't turn out that way. Arizona battled their way back. Marvin Harrison Jr., George, I've got him on my fantasy team, and I thought I got this great buy on Marvin Harrison Jr., and last night was one of the worst first halves for a guy who's supposed to be a star, and yet he made this spectacular comeback in the second half. So I was watching that game, and I'm going, okay, well, the Seahawks are going to win. The Seahawks are going to cover. This isn't even going to be in question. And then Arizona makes this crazy comeback, ties the score. There was a point where I thought to myself, hey, you're home, and you've got all the momentum. Bro, go for the 2 and win it in regulation. They didn't.
Yeah, I was surprised. Yeah.
Yeah, but if they went for 2, they were still going to lose because Seattle, they left too much time.
Well, that's true. There were 28 seconds on the clock when Sam Darnold and the offense of the Seahawks got back out onto the field. And I'll tell you something about Sam Darnold. I'm starting to really feel like maybe Seattle, they may have outsmarted some other teams here. Now, I know we're only a few weeks into the season, but George, I wasn't sure if Sam Darnold was the player he was before he got to Minnesota or the player he became in Minnesota. Because he went 14-3 last year as a starter during the regular season, but then, a first-round exit in the playoffs. Sam Darnold is impressing me, and I'm happy for the kid. I mean, he's a local guy, USC kid, showing off a lot of skills, the arm, the rollout, deep throws, runs, and then clutch plays. I mean, that throw to how do I say his name? Njigba?
Jackson Smith and Jigba.
Him. What a beautiful throw.
And
then,
how about you just call him JSN?
Yeah.
JSN works, okay? I just think that's an airline that gets me to Vegas, but that's okay. JSN, what a great throw, what a great catch. And listen,
JSX.
The ball, George, he catches the ball and he jumps out of bounds and they're running the clock. I'm like, what are you guys doing? And so Seattle smartly calls timeout, which they get a replay. They find out he did go out of bounds. Clock stops. They get their timeout back. And then my boy Jason Myers, who had missed a field goal to ice the game in regulation, gets another shot to win it at the end. Bang. Seattle wins.
Bam.
And we got the cover.
Did you see the video that Barstool put out of him sniffing salts before the kick?
Myers?
Yeah.
No.
He was sniffing away.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Because you can bring your own. You can bring your own.
Bring your own party to the sideline, huh?
Yeah. You could sniff keys, too, if Ron the Caddy's around.
I did not see Jason Myers with a little smelling salts before, just waking him up, getting that brain going. That was a bad that was a bad miss that he had earlier. Because if you were watching the game, I mean, Herb Street is making it like, hey, they're about to try a 54-yard field goal, but I mean, come on, man. In today's day and age, this is just a chip shot. And then Myers goes out on the field and misses that field goal. And then he comes, okay, Chris, I'm watching it right now. We got it on our YouTube.
Oh, beautiful. Good job, Parker Bell and the crew in the back.
Way to go, Parker. You guys ever do a little smelling salt before we get on the air? Just get you all hyped up?
No, but I've sniffed plenty of keys, I'll tell you that much.
I was actually thinking about bringing some in, like the first week of the show, just as a bit. No, some smelling salt. What do you think I am, some kind of clown?
Well,
here to amuse you?
No, I was going to bring in some smelling salts to be like, if you guys I've never smelled them, but I know, like, based on the reactions, you see off the football players smelling them. Like,
Cappy and I are on blood pressure medication. I don't think that's good for us.
No, we should
that's
definitely.
Why I didn't bring it in.
We should stay away from it.
Yeah, I thought you guys might die, and I already almost killed you once, like with the swallowing of the mouthwash.
Oh, that's right.
Don't want it.
Tried to kill him out at Rams training camp.
Yep. Sorry about that.
7:43. The Sedano and Cap.
What a great song this is.
Feel Good Friday, a High Enough Friday, a Football Friday. What's this?
A Rocky Friday.
And a Rocky 4 Friday, Jack. This Shedeur Sanders stuff. I want to get into this because Lindsay will be fired up. That's next. 3 minutes from right now, Sedano and Cap Morning Show. Smile, it's Friday, sucker, on ESPN LA.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
LAX, Los Angeles International Airport, where change is in the air. Learn more at lawa.org/ESPN.
This is the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Football fans, score this season at Pechanga Resort Casino. Watch and win weekly at Kelsey's Monday Night Raffle. Earn raffle tickets when you order appetizers and drinks during the game. Lucky winners will take home fun football prizes and be entered for a chance to win tickets to an upcoming Los Angeles Rams game or Chargers game. Guests must be present to win. Visit Pechanga.com for more information and play your perfect combination at Pechanga Resort Casino.
With America's best lineup of hybrids from Hyundai, you get the best of both worlds, like the stylish yet capable Santa Fe Hybrid. backed by America's best warranty. The Hyundai Santa Fe Hybrid. It's the best of both worlds.
Get 0% APR on the Santa Fe or Santa Fe Hybrid, or get up to $3,500 bonus cash on select trims. See your local Hyundai dealer. Offers end September 30th. Call 714-568-7676 for details.
Did you know that Children's Hospital Los Angeles isn't just a local favorite? They're ranked one of the best pediatric hospitals in the country by U.S. News and World Report. With nearly 17,000 surgeries a year, they handle more complex procedures than any other hospital in Southern California. That's Major League experience right in our backyard. And when it comes to your child's health, CHLA is playing in a league of their own. Visit chla.org to learn more today.
This is the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Come out for a day of golf and fun and support the men and women who fight for our freedom. On Tuesday, November 11th, the Pacific Palms Resort in the City of Industry will play host to the 2025 Land of the Free Foundation Veterans Day Golf Classic. All proceeds from the tournament will go directly to the charities who support the men and women of our armed forces. For more info on the tournament, please visit landofthefreefoundation.org or call 562-833-4361. That's landofthefreefoundation.org.
Progressive presents Employee of the Month. Small Business Edition. Today's recipient from Lucky Larry's Landscaping, Larry! Larry saved his business money with a quick commercial auto quote from Progressive. Does it help he's his own marketing manager, accountant, executive assistant, and never been late? Technically, yes, but saving really put him over the edge. So, Larry, give Larry a round of applause. Be your own Larry. See if you could save in as little as 8 minutes at ProgressiveCommercial.com. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. You're starting your day with the Sedano and Cap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Don't forget my show. The Rich Eisen Show is coming up this morning at 9 on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Now, back to the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
$7:47. Good morning. The Sedano and Cap Morning Show. On an Effort Friday, a Feel Good Friday, a Hyena Friday. You know, Sedano loves the Beatles. You know that. He loves the oldies, too. On this day in 1969, the last Beatles album, Abbey Road, was released in the U.S. This was on it. Here Comes the Sun, sucker. Now, technically, Let It Be was the last album, but this was the last album released. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Or something like that.
This is my favorite Beatles song of all the songs.
At least you don't say overrated like Elvis.
Well, he is overrated.
Gutless bum. Also, today is National Quesadilla. No, that was yesterday. Was National Quesadilla Day.
Didn't celebrate, so maybe we should celebrate today.
We should celebrate today. Make a quesadilla at home. And if you do, make a torta, too. Why not, huh?
Oh, yeah. By the way, you got me into trouble yesterday on the whole torta thing.
I didn't do anything.
No, you did. The entire time, I thought we were talking about a sandwich.
So did I. And we were.
We were talking about a sandwich.
And then Beto hit me up last night, and Beto's like, well, you know what a torta is, right? I'm like, yeah.
No,
so Beto continues to do this now with everybody individually?
Yeah.
What is he, a Chiva?
I don't know, but I thought, when I told him, yes, I know what a torta is, I was like, yeah, it's a sandwich, right?
We're not having Beto on today.
Yeah, we got to have Beto on.
No. He's
What do you
suspended
mean?
for today.
Suspended?
Yep. Suspended from the show for today.
Wow.
Yep. He can send in his high school football report.
But why?
Why is he got to be why has he got to be a bit killer? You called him a bit killer 2 years ago. That used to be in the afternoon open.
I know, but
Beto,
now
shut up.
But now we love each other more so than ever before. There's a real love affair.
Sedano, weigh in on this.
I mean, you don't have to suspend him, but we could tell him, hey, bro, let's just keep it to the sandwich.
Beto, shut up.
I remember that moment, too.
So you should say to him, hey, bro, let's just keep it to a sandwich.
I don't know why he's got to be Chivato.
I don't know. Is that really what he was being? Was he being Chivanto?
Yeah, he knew what we were trying to do. We're just trying to smile and have fun. People that knew the bit. People that didn't.
Well,
we're
guess
talking
what?
about a sandwich.
The beauty of the bit was I didn't know the bit, and that's
why
what
it
made
was
it even
funny.
funnier.
Yeah,
right?
exactly.
That's exactly right.
Scumbags
You
all
can
around.
still do the bit.
No, we're doing Torta Thursday.
Yes.
We should have JT the Brick on for Torta Thursday.
JJ the Brick or JT
No,
the
I
Brick?
said JT the Brick, didn't I?
John Torta to an hour.
Yeah.
I tell you, the Parker Bell bit, if JT keeps it up, we're releasing the Parker Bell bit on social.
Don't do that.
And
Don't
that'll
do that.
destroy JT forever.
Don't do that.
I don't think you could do that.
I think we can 100%.
Yeah, no, I don't. I wouldn't do it.
I don't think you can.
Don't, George. Tell him as the black hand. Tell him, George.
I don't think that's a wise decision.
What if we just do it disconnected? Like we don't say any context. Just disconnect it.
Can't do it.
Just
Can't
do a
do
little
it.
side by side action.
Yeah, no,
You
not
can't do
even
it.
side by side. Just one photo one day out of
Oh.
nowhere.
No.
Don't do it.
That's like subtweeting.
That's the other thing, subtweeting?
Yeah.
Parker's sitting back there, his head
Also,
shaking.
enough about JT the Brick. Seriously,
Okay.
just enough.
Well, let me get into a minor then. Football fans, don't go home after the game. Join Travis Rogers, Sua Cravens, and me this Sunday for the Rams postgame show live at Hollywood Park Casino. Score sign memorabilia, grab tickets to future ESPN LA events, and keep the party going at LA's hottest card room. That's Hollywood Park Casino, 3883 West Century Boulevard in Inglewood. This Sunday after the game, must be 21 or older. Hollywood Park Casino, where LA comes to party and play 24/7.
See you
All
there,
right, so
sucker.
what's the story about Shador? That he's ready to go?
Well, he says he's ready to go, and he also
Well, I mean, listen, they're going to have to play one of these young guys at some point because
Flacco can't move.
I love Joe Flacco, but right, he's done. He's old. Like, it's over now, you know?
he looks like he's in pain.
Yeah.
But
He probably is.
he probably is.
I mean,
You're right.
I'm 40. I'm in my 40s, and I'm in my late 40s, and I'm in pain. I can't imagine what it's like to get people hitting me all the time. What that must feel like, especially after he took some time off.
He probably needs that cramping stuff that DeMarco uses. He probably could use some
Yeah,
of
what's
that.
the name of that thing?
Highlands, yeah. He probably uses that like all the time.
Probably
24/7.
bathes in that thing.
Probably.
Yeah.
So everyone is upset though because I guess he said all the right things like yeah I'm ready and I can be playing whenever, but it's what he said at the end that has everybody that's like whoa I can't believe you said that. You want to hear it?
Yeah, let's hear it.
Okay.
I don't think playing or not playing, is in my hands. I think based on the situation, if things happen, things pan out where I play, then I'll be out there and I'll be ready to play. Said I'm ready to play right now. I know if you see the quarterback play in the league right now, I know I'm capable of doing better than that.
Not wrong.
Well, I mean,
listen. I go ahead, Cappy. Sorry.
What team right now would you say you would take Shador Sanders, and you'd like to take your shot? Because listen, when you think about rookie quarterbacks, like we're going to see Jackson Dart this weekend, right?
I mean, Jake Browning.
Right. Okay. So Cincinnati, good example, right?
Yeah.
Jake Browning is starting because Joe Burrow is hurt. Would you like to have a shot to see Shador Sanders? And do you think he would be more successful than, in this case, Jake Browning?
Worth a shot.
Yes.
Okay. How about in New Orleans? What's going on with the Saints?
Yep.
Saints
Yeah,
are
I mean,
0-3.
the Saints are a mess, right?
Saints are an 0-3 team. Might Shador Sanders be better than whatever it is that that New Orleans rolls out there every week?
I mean,
Spencer
is he better
Rattler?
than Michael Penix or Kirk Cousins at this stage?
Well, I'm not sure, but I'll tell you that if I were Atlanta, I'd be like, well, people are getting fired if he is because we went out and spent all that money on Cousins and we spent a first-round pick on Penix, and that created a lot of controversy, and now we don't even know who our quarterback is, so people get fired on that one.
Yeah.
They're a disaster.
But I don't think Shador Sanders is that wrong. And listen, when LeBron James said a few years ago he's watching the NBA and Bronny could be playing in the NBA, Bronny could be playing better than a lot of these guys, that was Dad's opinion. Hasn't been validated yet, per se, but that was Dad's opinion. I think if you're Shador Sanders and you are a confident guy that has been accustomed to being the starter and the leader of every team you've been on, you look around the league and you're like, damn, I could be playing for a lot of these teams right now. Whether he'd be playing well, that's another story and another question, but I would feel the same way if I were in his shoes. Wouldn't you guys?
I just don't think
Yeah, I mean, listen, I think you want everybody to be confident, particularly at that position. I think what happens is people do the, pearl clutching when a guy at that position actually speaks his mind and doesn't sound like a robot. but I'm okay with him having a level of confidence. As a matter of fact, part of the reason I like Baker Mayfield is because he is confident and confident in his ability. By the way, was still confident and even some people thought defiant at times when it didn't go so well. And now he's on a team that can support him, has a good offensive line, although they're dinged up going into this week against the Eagles, which is not good. And he's got weapons, although Mike Evans obviously is not going to be available for this game, but they get Chris Godwin back. But, he's got real weapons to work with. He's got a good coach. They've got a good defense. They play complementary football. If you put a quarterback in a position to succeed, they're going to succeed. Now, not everybody is capable of doing that, but I do think Shedeur falls more in the Baker category where I think there is a level of skill there that if you put him on a team that's pretty good, he's going to be pretty good.
Well, it's funny you mentioned Baker Mayfield because if Baker Mayfield were still the quarterback of the Cleveland Browns, think about how much further they might be as an organization because they had consistency at the position. Rather than, letting a young guy and a young coach and egos get in the way, think about how much further along you'd be because teams that have quarterbacks for a long time, when you think about the Chiefs, for example, the Bills, the Ravens, just think about teams around the league, the Chargers as an example, the Rams now as a good example. You just look at some of these teams that have had consistency at the position. Not that the Cowboys are Super Bowl champions, but they've got a good quarterback. You're better off trying to get as much out of your guy. The Giants did the same thing. They were like, you know what? Daniel Jones gave money, not happening. Daniel Jones goes someplace else, and of course it's only through 3 games, but Daniel Jones is succeeding with the Giants. Same goes for a guy like Sam Darnold.
I like that they went with Jackson Dart. I think Jackson Dart, he's going to have his growing pains, but I'd rather him do that, you know what I'm saying, than just trot out Russell Wilson out there.
Oh, for sure. And listen, the thing about Jackson Dart is there were a lot of talk. I've been looking into the New York papers this week and, hearing what's going on there about Jackson Dart. A lot of people thought that Jackson Dart would start next week when the Giants play against New Orleans. So they're like, well, that's a much easier place to play him. Now you're going to throw Jackson Dart in against what is one of the hottest teams and one of the most talked about teams in the entire NFL, and that's the Chargers. And look, I've made the case for the last 2 weeks. Raiders had a chance to beat them, couldn't do it. They don't have the talent. Last week, the Broncos had plenty of opportunities to win that game, and they screwed it up. But the Chargers have persevered and found ways to win. You're throwing Jackson Dart in for his first start. Granted, it's at home, but it's against a very good team. So
kick him in the shins.
Linz, what was the part of the Shedeur thing, though, at the end that you feel like – do you feel like I missed it?
I feel like there's a lot of people who – like Chris Canty from Unsportsmanlike said the same thing as George. Good, he should be confident. I want him to think that he's better than some of the guys in the league right now. Whereas a lot of other people were like, oh, he thinks he's so much better than everyone else. And they were kind of taking what he said as being too cocky, I guess.
Well, because, again, that's what most people do when a quarterback speaks his mind. They clutch grab there. They clutch their pearls. And that's why Baker is the example I use because he had some of that, too, where people were, always fighting against whatever Baker said.
Yeah, but I think Shedeur is a little bit different. Because if this were Dylan Gabriel, the kid that they drafted out of Oregon before him, and he said this would not even make news. But it's Shedeur, it's Deion's son. We all know what happened on draft day, and the storyline continues. And I do think that there are still people out there that are like, man, you're just too arrogant given your circumstances. But I like it. I like it. And listen, I don't think he's wrong, but I just wonder how long does it take for the Browns before they decide, you know what? We're not really going anywhere this year. Let's try one of these young guys. And when will Shedeur ever get that shot this season? It's just ironic that we're still talking about the Browns, considering you brought up Baker and how stupid it was for them to get rid of him. It's true. Sorry, it's the truth.
Good morning. Feel Good Friday, a High Enough Friday, an F-It Friday, Football Friday on the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. Let me take a moment here to talk about National Recovery Month. I'm holding it up if you're watching on YouTube. This is my 9-month chip. Officially on Tuesday, I'll be 9 months in recovery, 9 months sober. And this National Recovery Minute brought to you by ChooseChangeCA.org. So many things, big and little, make you uniquely you. Your hobbies, dreams, career, family, and more. As I talk about it, I'm an addict. I was an addict for many years, in my 20s. Then I became an alcoholic. So they both blended together. And if you're an addict and you're addicted to opioids and stimulants, They can strip all those amazing things about you away. You look in the mirror and you go, I can't even recognize myself even ever again. You don't think there's any way out. Let me tell you, recovery is right there. This National Recovery Month, recover your life. Choose treatment for drug addiction and get back to what matters most. Your family, your love, your soul. What makes you, you. Treatment is available in many forms. Through a primary care doctor, licensed narcotic treatment programs, outpatient treatment programs, licensed residential facilities, and even virtual care. I promise you, help is within reach. You can recover. As I always say, if you're embarrassed to ask for help, many people ask me how to get help. You can DM me, CMM Spectrum, in my Instagram, IG DMs. We'll talk. Find a proven treatment option that's right for you. Recover you at ChooseChangeCA.org. That's ChooseChangeCA.org. And then 9 months from right now, you can be holding up one of these chips and be celebrating recovery. 8 o'clock at KSPN Los Angeles, a Good Karma Brands radio station. 877-710-ESPN. We'll do the morning roll call. Thanks to our friends at Morongo. Plus, Sammy Batash, our ESPN LA Kings insider, is going to join us. And more fun and frivolity. Or fun and frivolity, if I try to say that quickly. 8 o'clock, the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. Smile, it's Friday, sucker. We're back in 3.5 minutes.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show. We'd like to thank our founding partner,
Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Experience luxury at the top of its game. Visit CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
This is the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Hey guys, it's Sedano. If you're ready to upgrade your driving experience, you gotta go and check out what's happening at Cadillac and their incredible new lineup of state-of-the-art EVs, sedans, and SUVs. And hey, look, there's no better place to experience the luxury of Cadillac than at Cadillac of Beverly Hills. Check out Cadillac of Beverly Hills and their beautiful showroom at 8767 Wilshire Boulevard in Beverly Hills. And check them out on the web at CadillacBeverlyHills.com.
Summer's almost over, but there's still time to work on that sunburn. Now your top reasons to visit Morongo.
With over 40 big screens showing all the big games, you can catch every play from wherever you eat, stay, and play.
Number 2.
War, live December 6th. Get tickets now.
And the number 1 reason.
Win a new Dodge Charger Daytona RT. Use your rewards card at your favorite table games to enter through September 28th.
Morongo, good times.
You know that feeling. You're finally asleep and bam, a leg cramp comes out of nowhere. Look, I played through pain, but waking up with a leg cramp at 3 a.m., that sucks. So I don't mess around anymore. I keep Highlands Leg Cramps PM on my nightstand. No groggy side effects, no harsh meds, just a fast, effective relief that lets me sleep through the night without the Charlie horse surprise. Get the sleep you need with Highlands Leg Cramps PM. Get it today at Walmart, Walgreens, or CVS. Highlands Leg Cramps PM, because you don't need a midnight workout.
Hey guys, it's producer Lindsay, and this football season, it's time to celebrate game day with Stella Rosa wines. From tailgates to touchdowns, Stella Rosa brings the flavor and excitement with your chance to win a trip to a major football game on January 1st. Prizes include game tickets, airfare, and hotel accommodations, all covered by Stella Rosa. Sip, cheer, and celebrate all season long. Enter now at stellarosa.com/tailgate2025. Must be 21 years of age or older. Please enjoy responsibly.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Beto, shut up.
Water, power, comfort. NextGen protects it all with the Home Hero Bundle. Do you like the taste of your water? If not, get your free alkaline reverse osmosis system when you install whole home water filtration. Clean, healthy water every tap. Add a heater treater for just $4.99 to shield your plumbing from hard water damage. And when you bundle in HVAC or electrical service, you'll save 10% instantly. One call, one team, total home protection. Call NextGen 833-3-NEXGEN or visit nextgenaronplumbing.com today. CSLB number 1011173.
Hey, it's Chris Morales. You know, we joke around a lot that I almost died, which I almost did. I had severe heart failure. That's when I went to a Providence hospital in the emergency room. And here's the thing about heart care. It begins with trust. That's why Providence takes the time to listen, understand, and earn yours before making any decision about your care. For me, if it wasn't for Dr. Cobb and Katie Cornella at St. Joe's in Orange, they made me trust them and they made me know. And my health and my life were going to be even better once I got out of the hospital. Providence, caring with compassion in Southern California.
What if a quarterback completed 4 out of his 5 passes? Or a point guard hit 4 out of 5 shots from behind the arc? Well, now, when you're hiring, you can play at that level. Because 4 out of 5 employers who post on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter's technology hustles to find skilled people for your job. And you can invite your top picks to apply. Try ZipRecruiter for free today at ZipRecruiter.com/sports. That's ZipRecruiter.com/sports.
This is the story of the one. As a maintenance supervisor at a manufacturing facility, he knows keeping the line up and running is a top priority. That's why he chooses Grainger. Because when a drive belt gets damaged, Grainger makes it easy to find the exact specs for the replacement product he needs. And next day delivery helps ensure he'll have everything in place and running like clockwork. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
You're hanging out with the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Straight up, homeboy.
George Sedano.
I gotta pop it up higher.
Right. Scott Kaplan.
Like for me, I'm a morning scraper.
More Sedano and Cap right now.
Good morning, 8:05. Sedano and Cap Morning Show on a Frio Good Friday. Heina Friday to ya.
Heina Friday to ya.
Happy birthday, we lost her in 2022, the great Olivia Newton-John. You hear this one on the Yacht Rock channel a lot. You know, we can always play the Grease soundtrack and stuff, but why not go with a deep classic? Get you a little funky feel, you know what I mean?
I do.
Like when it's Thrusting Thursday, do you just want to thrust in the car right now? Yeah, thrust. Exactly right. Sedano, are you thrusting over there in that hotel room?
No, I'm not thrusting.
Why not? You could throw a thrust in a hotel room. Cappy does it all the time.
Yeah, but he's busy. He's got Stanford, San Jose State tomorrow night. You know what I mean? Like he got a big game.
I'm freezing in this hotel room.
Are you really?
Well, that'll warm you up. Just come on. One
Just
little
thrust.
Come on, one thrust, George.
Literally, just one thrust.
That's not a thrust, George. That's not a thrust. That's a groove.
It's a groove.
Time for our morning roll call.
Should I get some breakfast? What do you think?
Oh, yeah. You get. I'm sure room service is included in the Sedano clause in that contract.
You want me to make you a nice smoothie?
Oh, no, you go eggs.
Yeah? I can make you a nice smoothie.
Yeah.
People are in the YouTube chat telling me that you know who else likes smoothies? Pete
No,
Carroll.
but they have good smoothies at Stanford.
teeth.
They have like a smoothie place. So they bring us smoothies for the coaches meetings. They ask us for our order beforehand.
Pete Carroll's drinking Ensure.
Yeah, it's very rude.
Yeah,
it's very rude. If whichever
all those
mongrel,
vitamins.
whichever mongrel did that, it's very rude.
You need to put some Metamucil in there, too.
I had Metamucil last night.
They have a, normally at most places they have a 3-egg omelet, Cappy.
Yeah.
Here they have a 4-egg omelet.
Oh, you
4-egg
got to go
omelet.
4-egg.
Yeah, what are you thinking about putting in that omelet? Let me hear.
Well, it says it comes with mozzarella cheese, tomato, basil, avocado.
Oh, that's
I kind
nice.
of want
Nice.
that.
Can you
Sounds
throw a
delicious.
little protein in there? You get like a little maybe bacon.
You got avocado in there. Why
Little
would you put
ham?
bacon in it?
Why not? A little
You
bacon,
don't
a little
need
ham.
bacon.
You got
No,
avocado.
well,
That's
how about
loaded with
chicken?
protein.
How about a little bit of chicken?
The eggs themselves are protein.
Not a
No,
lot,
the
though.
eggs are
Not a ton. Not a ton.
I like to double up. I like to double up, you know?
Anyway, 8:07. Give me the read, the morning roll call. Shot.
Brought to you by Morongo Casino Resort and Spa. Good times. Less than 90 minutes from wherever you are.
And on the line on this Friday, we say good morning to the great Jonathan Watson. Good morning, Jonathan.
Yeah.
Had to call in on my 41st birthday.
Happy
Happy
birthday,
birthday.
Watson. Yes.
Thank y'all. Thank you. Lindsay, Libra gang. That's what I'm talking about. And obviously, Morales being born in September.
Oh, Jonathan. Not on your birthday. That phone goes down?
Come on, no way. Jonathan Watson's phone went down?
Oh,
Sports
man.
for You podcast.
Oh, the Sports for You podcast. We'll put you on hold, Jonathan. Maybe he'll come back. But happy birthday, brother. And if you follow us all on Twitter and you follow the station, you see a lot of Jonathan Watson action in our mentions and stuff. Jonathan Watson, a great young man. Happy 41st birthday to him.
Yeah, and he shows up at all of our events, hugs it out, takes pics. Just a great guy, great listener. Love you, Jonathan. Appreciate you, dog.
By the way, the morning roll call on Monday should be fun. As gutless Raider fans call in to try to defend their team, even though they'll lose again.
They should
Well,
defend him.
no, don't give up on
But
him.
we'll get to our picks against the spread in just a few minutes.
Are we
But-
doing that here?
No, we're going to do Sammy Batesh first.
Oh, because I saw it said here on the rundown.
I know, but that's why I got in queue and said, hey, this is the order we're going to go in. Shit out. But you were busy looking at that menu for your morning omelet.
Add a little chicken to that omelet.
Grilled chicken or steamed?
No, grilled chicken sounds good. Grilled chicken with the avocado.
What about like roasted, where it's like thinly sliced?
Oh,
that sounds good too. Put it right in your mouth.
Yeah, put that chicken in your mouth.
Damn right.
And
Thought you were
smile.
gonna say something else.
Oh, okay. 8:09 in the morning on a high enough Friday. Now our ESPN LA Kings insider, the great Sammy
Great
Batesh,
music.
joins us here on the Sedano and Cap Morning Show. Good morning, Sammy.
Hello, boys. Yeah, you know what? How about for the omelet there, Sedano? I don't know. I'm not really a morning meat guy. I don't know that I need the morning meat. I think the eggs, can handle that pretty much. I don't know if you really need to get to make an upgrade on that.
I disagree. I think you are a morning meat guy. I'm a morning meat guy. I'm a morning meat guy too. Little sausage,
Well, but
little
this
bacon,
is also
little
why
chicken.
you have all those gastrointestinal issues.
This is true. This is true. For the scraper, I think the morning meat is to be avoided. I would say so. I think it's really
The one piece of it,
scraper.
I'll tell you where I would agree with you, Sam, is you can't have chorizo in the morning because chorizo is a recipe for just
a disaster.
Total.
It's a disaster.
Your
It's an interesting
chorizo is
day.
going to create a chorro. Yeah.
It's not great. I wanted to jump into something with you guys, and I know you have questions, but I apologize for jumping on this. And Bergman's going to have to get on the mic here for this. I wanted to talk celebrations, the idea of the baseball celebration. I think, Sedano, you're on the other side of this, correct? I don't know how you feel about
I don't
the
care.
baseball
Like,
celebration.
I'm fine with it. Yeah.
Cappy, where do you stand on this?
Well, I don't love it, but I understand the tradition of it. Now, Lindsay feels like there should be a distinction. She thinks that if you win the division, you celebrate. If you only clinch a playoff spot, you don't. So, therefore, when the Phillies celebrated in the Dodgers visiting clubhouse, acceptable.
Yep.
When the Dodgers celebrate yesterday, acceptable. When the Padres, who actually clinched a playoff berth, not a division, when they celebrated earlier, ridicule. So that's where we're at right now. Division, good. Win, get into playoffs, not good.
By the way, I don't know that there's a greater rivalry in sports than Kaplan versus San Diego. I feel like this has turned so dramatically. Cappy, you once defined San Diego, and now it's become this amazing trip, a complete 180 on the whole thing, and nothing that San Diego does in your eyes is good enough anymore, which, you know what, I stand by. I like taking a stand in life and having a firm opinion, and you do.
Well, I would like to say this. San Diego is a downtrodden sports city that lost its NFL football team and has tried its best to replace it with an MLS soccer team. That ain't going to happen. And as far as the Padres go, they've got everybody's money and attention, and they're finally competitive. So let's see them actually do something. Because, if they win the World Series, and I realize that's a 1 in 5 billion shot, Sedano here has offered to cover the parade.
Wow. Parade day. Okay.
Meanwhile,
going to San Diego is not a bad deal. But by the way, Bergman, I wanted to get you on this. So you weren't in the locker room last night. Our good buddy here, David Vassay, was in there, right? And he didn't
you
have
talk about a
goggles on, by the way.
gutless
That's
scumbag,
granted.
Vassay. What a gutless bum. Keep wearing Dockers, homeboy.
So Vassay's in there getting sprayed. And Bergman, look, it's exciting. Without question, if you're a Dodgers fan, seeing that is exciting. And I actually changed my opinion this morning listening to the conversation. Baseball being 162 games, I think celebrating getting in is worth it. And I would also say to your point about the Padres, Cappy, I think the more dramatic your clinch actually is, warrants whether or not the celebration should happen, right? Like if clinching the division was dramatic and came down to even an extra day or the final day or whatnot, obviously, I think the celebration is warranted. If clinching the wild card was dramatic and it took one of the last couple of games, then you got to do it, or if it was a walk-off, et cetera. But, Bergman, I want to hear from you on this, the baseball celebrations round by round. And I want to make a clarification. Do teams celebrate a playoff clinch and then a division clinch?
So the
Does
Dodgers
that ever
did.
happen?
The Dodgers did
Okay.
when they had it after they clinched the playoffs and when they won the division. You're winning something, and 162 games in 180 some days. Very much you should celebrate every single thing. And yes, round by round, when you move on, you celebrate. It's just the way that it should be.
Now, as World Series champions, doesn't this feel beneath them?
No, not at all. It's still
Okay. Now I want to take it
the
to
last
hockey
time
real
there was
quick.
a back-to-back champion was early 2000, so that it's very rarely happens.
Okay. So in hockey, you guys know what happens, right? There's a little celebration on the ice, and then they shake hands with the opponent, right? Each round.
Mm-hmm.
Each round, you finish off an opponent, and then you line up and shake hands. It could have been 7 rounds. You guys bloodied each other up. and then you're shaking hands. And it's this very gentlemanly thing. And, in fact, when a team wins the conference in hockey, when a team wins the Eastern and Western Conference, there's a trophy that comes out. And many times, you've seen Sidney Crosby do this, he won't even touch he won't touch the Eastern Conference trophy because he wants the Stanley Cup. That's the trophy he wants. He won't touch this other cup. So there's no celebration until you are champions in hockey. And I do respect that. I think there's something to, we got to get there. We got to win 4 rounds. We got to win 16 games. This thing has only begun. It has not ended, and we're not breaking out the goggles and the champagne just yet.
Yep. No, I agree with that. But listen, the fact is that the tradition in baseball is that when you make it into the postseason, whether it's winning the division or getting in via wild card, these guys go crazy. They spray champagne. They spray beer. Does it look a little ridiculous? To me, it does. But it's also a 162-game season. You know, when the Padres made it, they had a walk-off win that night. Freddie Fermin had a walk-off in extra innings, and they won, and they made it into the playoffs, so
now,
they celebrated.
While the Dodgers are spraying champagne, the L.A. Kings are 3-0 in the preseason, Sammy. Tomorrow, another battle, this time at Crypto.com, or is it in Ontario tomorrow, against the Ducks for another preseason game.
A little Bakersfield action for you, everybody.
Bakersfield, hello.
So if you can get to Bakersfield. There is a crypto game coming up in the preseason. That's the final game of the preseason. Will be against the Ducks October 4th. By the way, there is a celebration with players and the Kings after that. There's a Kings Festival happening on October 4th after the game at Crypto, right outside where, well, unfortunately, Cappy and Sedano, you're not there right now, but Morales, where you are right now, and Bergman and Lindsay, there's a celebration happening right out there after the game on October 4th. So come and join us. We'll be hanging out, shaking hands, kissing kids. It'll be beautiful.
Kissing babies.
Yeah, I mean,
you don't want to just kiss random kids.
Yeah, not random. My kids. I'll be kissing my kids.
Okay, that's fine.
We'll make it a little easier there. But I have a very important question for everybody for the preseason. The Kings are going to be playing Utah. Now, does anyone there know the nickname of the fairly new Utah team in the NHL?
Are they still
the
Mammoth? Are they still the?
It used to be the Utah Hockey Club, but now it's the Mammoth.
Correct.
Yes.
That's my issue, George. That's my issue. So the Utah Mammoth went last season as Utah Hockey Club, and I just want to say that Morales is gutless. How dare you? How dare you take a page out of the Washington football team playbook and play a season without a name? You've seen the embarrassment that it's been in the NFL, and now you're going to play an entire season in the NHL as the Utah Hockey Club? You can't get more creative and come up with it and nail it right there. You knew you've got a new team. You're taking the Coyotes out of the league. Now we're Utah. Let's go. Let's get a team. And then you take a year to come up with Mammoth, which, by the way, Morales, how did they not go with Yeti? How did they not go with Yeti?
Well, it's funny because
Yeti, I mean, come on.
Utah Yeti, right, it just sounds good. It flows.
Not just that. Sedano, Cappy, and I, and Bergman, we all used to work with a snow monster here. So, and not that good kind of snow. Just an ice monster.
Chris, they used to call you the snow monster.
Yeah,
I
that
believe,
was back
actually.
in the day.
Different kind of
Along with
snow
Jason,
back then. Yes.
Yeah, Jason Myers looked like the snow mice, the snow monster last night before that kick. By the way, also, that was interesting.
But what does the Mammoth have to do with Utah? Like, I mean, I go skiing in Mammoth, California, and when I think of a mammoth, don't I think of like a giant elefante?
Exactly. That's what they are. In other words, it can be strong and it does have tusks, but I don't necessarily like a ram is also, there's also an action item to a ram, right? A ram is hitting something else. A mammoth, yes, feels like an elephant with tusks and hair, which I don't know that that's really terrifying to anybody. So I'm out on this. We got 2 preseason games the Kings do coming up against Utah. One of those is going to be in Salt Lake. The other is a neutral in Boise, which I don't even understand that necessarily, but I'm excited about it. And so we'll get a chance to see the Mammoth in action, and that's that'll be some excitement for the season. But
I wonder if that's where
Sam.
I wonder if that's where.
Will be there.
I wonder if that's where Utah's AAA affiliate is. Like the Kings have the team out in the desert, right?
Correct.
The Ducks have the team in San Diego. Is Boise the minor league franchise of Utah?
I'll have to check, but again, the Ontario Bakersfield thing for the Kings is kind of random. You kind of do whatever you want in the preseason, and I think that's fun. It's not quite like the international series in the NFL, but go for it. I think the Boise thing is fun, and we'll see Utah in action. I'm looking forward to that because there's a lot of Ducks and Kings in the preseason. They also beat the Golden Knights, which was exciting, and Kemper had a shutout in their last preseason game. And there's a new guy. Keep track of, by the way, Jeff Malott had a goal and an assist in the last game. I think we call him Jeff Mallet. I think we go his name. I think we say Jeff Mallett. Let's go Mallett instead of Malott. I think for the season. I think that'll be kind of cool. We can catch that on. I wouldn't throw these on the ice, by the way. There's a lot of throwing on ice, but
Very bad idea.
Bad idea with the Mallet. Yeah, we won't do that.
So, Cappy, to answer your question, they do not have a minor league affiliate in Boise.
No.
They have one in Tucson in the AHL, and currently do not have an ECHL affiliate at the moment for the 25-26 season.
I feel like there is a minor league hockey team in Boise because I know there's a small arena in downtown Boise, but I just was trying to put two and two together. Hey, Sam, on October 7th, Tuesday, it's the actual tip-off of the regular season. We'll see you there for sure against Colorado. Looking forward to that.
We definitely will, and that'll be the debut
Now, Cappy,
of King's Talk with Sammy Batesh after the game right here on ESPN LA. We thank Sammy Batesh, the ESPN
Every
LA.
night?
After every game.
Wow. Look at that, Sammy.
There we go. 8:19. Shinano. Tell us about our friends Hernandez Wholesale Flooring with that hardwood, Jack.
Oh, listen, I connected the Hernandez brothers, the crazy Hernandez brothers, with our friend, Dr. Clapper. I'm sure when the conversation started, it started with, how are you, right? And then he's like, I need some flooring. So there you go. And that's what happens. You need flooring, you go to the crazy Hernandez brothers. It's that simple. Whether it's for your home, your rental, your ADU. In Dr. Clapper's case, it was for one of his businesses. Okay, those big box national retail stores, they pretend to give you a deal, marking up the price just to mark it down. Come on, man, that's not what Hernandez does. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring is legitimately family run. Boppy started it 57 years ago. You got mom there, aunts, uncles, nephews, nieces, cousins, sons, daughters, sisters, you name it. And, of course, the Hernandez brothers, the crazy ones. Authentic old school TLC, actual wholesale pricing year round, no bogus sales, no gimmicks, just the best price from the start. And that's why I say it and I mean it. No sale beats wholesale, homeboy. So call them at 866-62-FLOOR, just like Dr. Clapper did. Whether it's the hardwood, okay, laminate, tile, vinyl, carpet, outdoor flooring. My buddy Evan Garcia got in touch with Steven and the Crazy Hernandez brothers by calling 866-62-FLOOR because he needed turf outside. So you name it, they got it. Over 5 million square feet of in-stock inventory, 2 locations. OG in Commerce, Santa Ana in the OC. You can see it, touch it, take it home with you on the same day, and that's huge, especially when trying to finish a project fast. It's why designers, contractors, and builders all shop here. They know the Crazy Hernandez brothers are always going to take care of you. And if you're a first responder, active military, or veteran, you receive additional discounts on top of the already low prices. And if you find a better price, listen, I know you won't, but if you do, call Hernandez at 866-62-FLOOR. Ask for the Crazy Hernandez brothers. Tell them your square footage situation, what the price you're getting, and they'll match it, no questions asked. So head down to Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. Call them at 866-62-FLOOR. That's 866-62-FLOOR. No games, no gimmicks, just the best price in town year-round because no sale beats wholesale, homeboy. Check them out on the web at HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. That's HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net, or call them at 866-62-FLOOR.
Thank you, Shinano. 8:21 in the morning, a Friday morning. Time for our picks against the spread. And to anchor this one, go ahead.
We're doing it now?
Yes. Let's go to producer Lindsay Baseball.
Okay.
All right, really quick recap of the overall standings. Right now, in last place is...
What are we doing in the YouTube hour then?
Well, we got lots going on in the YouTube hour. We got Mike Trudell coming up today. We got
Kinda Friday?
We got Funchy Lova coming in today. And we got a lot going on in the YouTube hour.
Okay, just checking.
Aren't you leaving at 9:30?
Yeah, but I'm just checking. Still
Okay.
got 30 minutes of the
Meanwhile,
YouTube hour.
time for picks against the spread already in progress. Take it away, producer Lindsay Baseball.
All right, last place is Cappy with 18. And then
Oh, Cappy.
myself and Berg have 21. Then Briones has 23. Sedano is 25. And Christopher is in the lead with 28. Our first
Oh,
game.
look at that, Christopher.
First game, Eagles minus 3.5 at the Buccaneers with Baker Mayfield and the headband Cappy. What you got? And what's your number?
Well, I really want to take the Buccaneers. I'm not as enamored with the Eagles as everybody else, but I think that there are so many injuries on the Buccaneers. Baker Mayfield's all heart. He's at home. That half a point scares me. So you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to take the Buccaneers to cover the 3.5. I'm not overly confident, so that'll be my one.
All right, Cappy. Christopher, you got the headband?
I love the headband. I love him so much, and I love the Bucs because, Keyshawn won a Super Bowl there, and the colors are great, but come on. The Eagles are going to steamroll the Bucs like a rented mule. I'll take the Eagles to win and cover, and that'll be my 4.
Ooh, 4. That's pretty high. Bergie, how about you?
I got the same as Morales here. I really think it's the Eagles. They are the Super Bowl champions. They showed it week in, week out. I'm going Philly with the 3.
All right. Shadano, who you got?
So this one is tough. I would agree, but if you look at it historically, and Sammy Batesha was just on as a big Eagles fan. Is that correct, Christopher?
Yes.
Do I have that right? Yeah. It's big Eagles
Don't play
guy.
that song. Do not play that song.
DeMarco will get mad. He'll appear like Freddy Krueger and smack me across the face.
Tampa has been kind of a house of horrors for the Eagles historically, and obviously, Cappy already mentioned the injury situation, but Tampa could get Tristan Wirfs back and Chris Godwin, as I mentioned earlier. I'm going to go with the Bucks, but I'm going to make it my 3. I'm going Bucks because the hook, the 3.5.
All right. Next one. Well, before we get to that.
What are we doing with Briones?
Well, Briones is going to send his in the group text because I sent the
got
picks earlier today, but he's preoccupied.
Okay, I'm just checking.
He's hot wiring in a car somewhere. Come on.
No, he's not. Got some family stuff going on.
Oh, yeah, he knows how.
Oh, really?
Oh, my God.
All right, so the next one, Packers -6.5 at Jarrett and the Cowboys.
I've danced with the devil.
Bergie, who you got in this one?
The Cowboys' defense may be the worst defense we've seen in years and years and years. The Packers are going to come back after the disappointment of the Browns last week. Look like they're supposed to look against this Cowboys defense. I'm taking the Pack, and that's my 5.
Ooh, you're very confident.
Very confident.
Christopher,
Cowboys suck.
how about you?
I'll take the Packers, and I'll make that my 3.
All right. I think that we should actually be picking, instead of the game, we should be picking over-under on Jerry Camara's shots because there's going to be a lot of them. Every time the Packers score, they're going to go right to Jerry. But I'm going to pick Green Bay, and that's going to be my 2. Cappy, what do you got?
I'm going to go out on some major limbs this week because I'm getting annihilated. Yeah.
But this is you do this every year, and this is where you get into a deeper hole.
Yes, it gets worse. It's like you're a gambler trying to win your money back.
Hey, Cappy likes a deep hole on a Friday night.
Week 4, Cappy. You got plenty of time.
I know. So that's why I'm going to take my shot.
Yeah.
I'll take my shot right here. I think the Packers win the game. That's 6.5 points. That's a lot of points on the road. I think Dallas can cover.
Wow.
I'll take the Cowboys. Not particularly confident, but taking my shot. I'll take the Cowboys, and that's my 2.
I've danced with the devil.
All right.
I mean, if you're going to do it,
Sedano.
put some big money on it,
Yeah, really. Sedano, who you got?
I'm saving that for later.
Here's the thing, though. The number is kind of tricky, right? Because the Packers should win this game and should roll. Man, this is one of those deals where you're I feel like the number got inflated as the week went on, and now we're getting it at the worst number that you can get, to Cappy's point. But CeeDee Lamb is out. Secondary is terrible.
Oh, no.
Don't do it.
No. CeeDee Lamb is out, and the Cowboys' secondary is terrible. So, the Packers are going to win this game. It's just a matter about how much. I'm going to take the Packers. I'm going to make it my 4, though.
Oh, I like that. Okay, good job. Good job.
All right. Next one, we've got. Also, I'm going to take Green Bay with my 2. I don't know if I said that or not. Next one, we've got Cappy's Chargers -6.5 at the Giants. I'm going to start with the Chargers, and that's my 4 because, I think that Jim Harbaugh is just going to
kick him in the shins.
Greg, who do you got?
So I do think the Chargers are going to win this game, but I don't. The 6.5 for all the same reasons that Sedano was talking about with the Cowboys and stuff is that I don't trust them in New York, and the Giants' defense is really, really good. I'm going to go with the Giants, but not too confident. Giants in 2.
Jackson Dart, huh? All right. Christopher.
Well, the Chargers have been good to me, and they've helped me keep the lead and take the lead. That is why I will take the Chargers, and that is my 5, Cappy.
Wow.
I'm going to keep burning you alive.
The kind of hit that would have killed a lesser man.
George, who do you got?
Listen, the Chargers are going to face a rookie quarterback making his first start, okay? The Giants' defense is very good, to Greg's point. But I could see them being broken very quickly after Dart struggles. And the Giants are 0-3, man. Brian Daboll is on life support as a head coach. It feels like he's just thrown out a rookie quarterback to get absolutely savaged out there. I'm going with the Chargers, and that's my 5.
Yeah!
Yeah. One question for you. Who's got it better than us?
It's just going to give me some points.
What do you got
Give
on
me
this
all
one?
the points.
Cappy, you're picking the Giants, right? And that's going to be your 5, right? Is that the bit still?
No, I'm going to pick the Giants, and here's why. Some defense is going to make a play. Why not the Giants at home? Have this entire Giant team rally around their rookie quarterback, who I think a lot of these guys wanted to see him play from the very beginning. There was no belief in Russell Wilson. I will take my New York Football Giants. I don't expect them to win. I do expect them to cover. The Giants, can't say I'm overly confident. That's my 3.
Okay. All right. At least you didn't waste all your points.
Oh, no, I'm saving my points for the big ones.
Oh, is it for the next one, for example? You've got...
How's your divorce, Cappy?
Yeah.
It's not going so well. It is not going well.
All right, so this next one, we got the Bears at the Raiders, -1.5. And I'm going to go with the Bears, and that's my 5, because the Raiders just keep letting me down week after week. So that's what I'm going to go with. Greg, who you got? You got your Raiders?
Of course I got my Raiders, but I'm very not confident at all. But the Bears, I just don't trust in the Bears. Just because they beat the Cowboys, who have an awful defense, I don't feel good about them still. I still don't trust Caleb Williams. I'm going to go Raiders, but with a 1.
Ooh, not so confident.
No, I can't put money on the Raiders.
All right, Christopher?
Listen, Raiders suck. They shouldn't even be in an NFL team. But I'll take the Bears, but I'm not that confident because, a bear on a Sunday sometimes could screw you. I'll take the Bears. That's my 1.
I didn't realize that was a thing.
I didn't know that either. I didn't realize
take that.
On Sundays, Bears could. I didn't know that.
Yeah, I was waiting to see where that one went.
I had no idea.
Cappy, we got in the Bears-Raiders.
So the Raiders have had an outstanding week of practice. The Raiders,
How do you know this?
What?
Did you go to Vegas?
No, he's been talking to that guy that Sedano doesn't want me to mention.
No. I've been watching a lot of the Raiders footage during the week.
Oh,
Now, of course, it's all very Raiders-centric and it's very pro-Raider. But I'm looking at this team, and one thing in particular that sticks out is, the coaching staff was questioned about the offensive line. And they're saying, hey, Coach, don't you think maybe the offensive line actually performed better last year with virtually the same guys, just yet playing different positions? And the coaching staff was like, we're committed to these guys playing these positions because that's where we saw them play best in preseason and in training camp. We're going to stick with what we got here. This is supposed to be, by the way, a 50-50 game. There's a lot of Bears fans coming into Vegas. I think the Raiders shock everybody this weekend. I think the Raiders win the game.
Wait, how are they shocking everyone? Aren't they 1.5-point favorites?
Does anybody here have the Raiders other than Bertie, who doesn't believe?
No, but they're the favorites. So how are they shocking anyone?
Because everybody thinks the Raiders are horrible, and Chris thinks that Pete Carroll should be giving away Werther's Originals. Somebody in our YouTube chat thinks that Pete doesn't have teeth. That's why he's drinking in Shore. I'm telling you right now, my Raiders get the win this weekend. I'll take the Raiders. That's my 4.
Oh, my God.
Cappy, I love it.
Cappy,
Good for
you
you.
forgot one more thing to back up your Raiders.
Tell me.
Your guy, Tom Brady.
I did forget that. Tom Brady's doing the coaching this week, George. That's right.
Yeah.
He doesn't want to can't suck Pete Carroll's blood, though. That old blood will get
and Tom Brady has all the inside information on the Bears from last week.
That's true. Good point.
Yes.
I didn't think of that.
Mm-hmm.
George?
I'm going to take the Bears, and that's my 2.
All right. So last one here, we got the Colts at the Rams. And a lot of people are saying that, the Colts are the surprise team. I don't know if I'm buying that. However, maybe I'm buying it a little bit. So I'm picking the Rams. That's my 1. Chris, who you got?
Listen, I need the Rams to be 14-3. 1 loss is already on the board. Rams will win, but the Colts scare me. So the Rams are my 2.
Bergie, who you got?
So the hook is what is really kind of throwing me off a little bit. The hook. The Colts are very good offensively, but this Rams defense is really, really good. I kind of misplaced all my numbers, but I have the Rams. The Rams, but the hook is scaring me. But I have the Rams with my 4.
Well, is Lindsey jotting it down?
Change it, huh? Was that?
Oh, you said. Oh, you misplaced your numbers, as in you screwed up. You're saying?
Yeah, I didn't want Rams with a 4 because I didn't want them having them that high. But I'm going to stick with the Rams with the 4 because that's the only number I have left. The hook is what scares me, though.
I mean, listen, it's not official until it's official. You can switch something around.
No, I'm good. I'll stay with the Rams with the 4.
No, you can't. You can't switch.
Come on, Bergie, slap it around.
Okay.
I'm just kidding. Cappy, who you got?
So I'm going for broke this week, as you guys can obviously tell.
Oh, Jesus. Here we go.
I've gone the exact opposite direction on everybody, on everything. I'm going for broke this week. And by the way, it can't get much worse than last week. I was 1 for 4, and I only got 1 point. So I'm going for it, and I'm all in on the Rams. Rams make a huge comeback after the loss against Philadelphia. The Colts are, yes, the surprise team of the year. Daniel Jones, no one saw this coming. No one saw them as a 3-0 team. Guess what? They shouldn't be 3-0. They should have lost to Denver. We'd have a whole different perception of them if that were the case. Rams win. Rams cover. That is my 5.
Wow.
Wow. All right.
Wow.
Who you got, George?
Rams, 1.
All right.
Easy enough.
No confidence.
It's going to be a good game, I think.
I am going for it this week, Jack. I am going for it. Raiders at 4.
You go
Rams
for it every
at 5.
week, Cap, and it never works.
Giants at 3. Oh, man, I'm going for it this week, Jack.
Oh, our NFL picks against the spread. You'll see the graphic at ESPN Los Angeles later on. Follow along with us. We'll be tweeting and all that stuff on Sunday and then Monday. We'll talk about it right now, Cappy. I want you to talk about our friend Avner Gatt.
Oh, I would love to. Hey, a lot of you guys right now are in your car, you're driving to work, and when you get to work, here's what's likely going to happen. You're going to turn on your computer, and then for some of you guys, this is an unfortunate reality. You're going to turn on your computer, and zippo, nothing. All your files are locked, your data's frozen, and you don't even know what's going on until you finally realize, uh-oh, I've been hacked. For anyone who's ever been through this, or anyone who's ever been hacked, scammed, whatever, you know how stressful, and forget about just the stress, the financial part of it, the expense, it can be extremely expensive. We're talking like thousands and thousands, hundreds of thousands of dollars. And then there's the uphill battle of getting your cyber insurance claim actually paid. That's right, cyber insurance. That's where Avner Gatt comes in. Now, I've talked to you about Avner Gatt and dealing with homeowners insurance and water problems and all this kind of stuff. But cyber insurance, you got to get that money back. You've lost time. You've lost money. You have insurance for this kind of a deal. It shouldn't be an uphill battle, but it likely will be, and that's where Avner Gatt and his team of public adjusters come in. You know him for water damage, but get to know him for cyber insurance as well. And if you're not sure that you're fully protected or you're not sure if your insurance application was filled out correctly, don't wait until it's too late. You need to call Avner Gatt, and you need to call Avner Gatt right now. 818-917-5256, 818-917-5256, AvnerGatt.com. Your claim, our game, and Avner will answer the phone, and you'll know it's him when you hear, hello.
Thank you, Cappy. By the way, tomorrow, our first ever Meet the Partners podcast airs at 2 o'clock after USC coverage and right before the LA Kings against the Ducks. 8:37, good morning. The Sedano and Cap Morning Show. So we went 36 minutes nonstop, which means we got to make up some stuff. So stay with us. We'll be back in a few minutes. We got Radio Tinder with producer Lindsay Baseball, and still to come. He thinks he's banned. He's not banned. Beto Duran will join us for the CHLA High School Football Report, plus in the YouTube Only Hour, Mike Trudell on a High Enough Friday, man.
It's a High Enough Friday with Mike Trudell.
Stay with us. Smile. It's Friday. The Sedano and Cap Morning Show right here on ESPN LA.
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Injured in an accident? Don't sit on the sidelines. It's Travis, and at the law office of Joseph S. Normand, Joe and his team are ready to go full contact for your case. They'll rush the defense, tackle the insurance companies, and drive it all the way to the end zone to get you the maximum compensation you deserve. Call the winning team now at 213-747-2000. That's 213-747-2000, or visit normandlegal.com. Don't fumble your future. Your recovery is their priority. Call Joe now and score a touchdown with the law office of Joseph S. Normand.
This show is sponsored by BetterHelp. We turn to some funny places for support, but not everyone is a therapist. Not everyone is the one. Find your right match with BetterHelp. As the largest online therapy provider in the world, BetterHelp can provide access to mental health professionals with a diverse variety of expertise. Find the one with BetterHelp. Our listeners get 10% off their first month at BetterHelp.com/timeout. That's BetterHelp, HELP.com/timeout.
Is it time to downsize? Selling your home doesn't have to be a hassle. With Seller's Advantage, skip agents, commissions, and costly repairs. Get a fair, competitive cash offer without worrying about the details falling through. Chris Chavez, a real customer, says, quote, Seller's Advantage offered me more than I expected. The process was fast, easy, and much better than using a realtor. End quote. Call 888-390-AS-IS or visit sellersadvantage.com for your free cash offer.
DRE number 01961658.
Don't worry, sell happy with
Seller's advantage.
Park, party, and play at Hollywood Park Casino. Join Travis Rogers, Sua Cravens, and special guest me, Chris Morales, this Sunday, September 28th for the ESPN LA Rams postgame show. Live from Hollywood Park Casino. Win prizes like signed sports memorabilia and tickets to an upcoming ESPN LA sporting event. While you're there, enter for a chance to win a brand new Pedigo e-bike. Hollywood Park Casino is LA's hottest card room and the only place where you can park, party, and play 24/7. Hollywood Park Casino. Must be 21 and older. See you there.
Beto, shut up.
This is the story of the one. As a custodial supervisor at a high school, he knows that during cold and flu season, germs spread fast. It's why he partners with Grainger to stay fully stocked on the products and supplies he needs, from tissues to disinfectants to floor scrubbers. All so that he can help students, staff, and teachers stay healthy and focused. Call 1-800-GRAINGER, click Grainger.com, or just stop by. Grainger, for the ones who get it done.
This is Joe Budden. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. So I'm here to make sure you don't miss any of the daily fantasy action this football season with Prize Picks, where it's good to be right.
Download the Prize Picks app today and use code PLAYNOW to get $50 in site credits after you play your first $5. That's code PLAYNOW to get $50 in site credits after you play your first $5. Prize Picks. It's good to be right. Must be present in certain states. Visit prizepicks.com for restrictions and details.
Yes, 8:40. Good morning. Sedano and Cap Morning Show on a high note Friday. By the way, ESPN LA is giving you a chance to win a brand new Pedigo e-bike. Join Travis Rogers, Sua Cravens, and me this Sunday, September 28th for the Rams postgame show live from Hollywood Park Casino. While you're there, enter to win the e-bike, plus score other great prizes like signed memorabilia and tickets to upcoming ESPN LA events. Don't miss it. Hollywood Park Casino, 3883 West Century Boulevard in Inglewood this Sunday after the game. Must be 21 or older. Hollywood Park Casino, party and play 24/7. The Sedano and Cap Morning Show with Radio Tinder and Beto. Coming up, we're back in 3 minutes from right now.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Here's Travis Rogers.
The Los Angeles Rams take on the Indianapolis Colts on Sunday at SoFi Stadium. You can get started with your Toyota Rams countdown to kickoff with myself, Travis Rogers, and former NFL and USC star Sua Cravens. We get you started at 11 o'clock live from Cosm. And then, of course, all of your play-by-play action, JB Long, Maurice Jones-Drew, and the Super Bowl champion DeMarco Farr will have everything for you, Rams and Colts. And then immediately following the game, it is myself and Sua along with Chris Morales live from Hollywood Park Casino for the Rams postgame show. We will break it all down. Were the Rams able to get back on the right side? Did they fix their special teams problems? And does Puka Nacua continue to make his climb toward the top of the wide receiver rankings inside the NFL? With Friday's Rams Report, I'm Travis Rogers.
This is the ZipRecruiter Rams Report.
Powered by ZipRecruiter. Looking for your next great hire? Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
You know that old saying, you can have it fast or you can have it good? When it comes to hiring, ZipRecruiter has put that saying to bed. Because with ZipRecruiter, when you need to hire someone fast, you get them fast and you get the best person for your job. ZipRecruiter's powerful matching technology immediately starts showing your job to the right candidates. Get in the end zone with ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. Try it for free at ZipRecruiter.com/LA. That's ZipRecruiter.com/LA.
Hey, it's Mason. The NFL is back at Cosm. Watch NFL games in shared reality at Cosm and feel the energy of game day in the Dome and in the Hall. This season, before every Rams home game, you can hang out with ESPN LA's Travis Rogers and Sua Cravens for the Rams pregame show live from the Hall at Cosm. And if you got a ticket to the game, you get in there for free. Don't miss Cosm's signature menu. Go check it out, Cosm.com. That's COSM.com. Cosm.com.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
A SoFi personal loan is here to help you achieve something once thought impossible, overcoming high-interest credit card debt. Walk the tightrope of your finances with one low, fixed-rate monthly payment, no fees required, and as soon as the same-day funding. That's right. Pull off your own debt-defying stunt with a SoFi personal loan. Visit SoFi.com/trick to learn more. Loans originated by SoFi Bank, N.A., member FDIC. Terms and conditions apply. NMLS 696891.
Hey, this is Rich Eisen. You're starting your day with the Sedano and Cap Morning Show on ESPN LA. Don't forget my show. The Rich Eisen Show is coming up this morning at 9 on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. Now, back to the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
Good morning, 8:44, Sedano and Cap Morning Show. On this day in 1987, the number one hit, Whitney Houston, Didn't We Almost Have It All, Cappy?
Didn't we almost have it all, Georgie?
We almost did. But I'm sure we'll screw it up somehow.
Well, we're the right guys for the job, I can tell you that.
That's true. Radio Tinder in just a moment, then Beto Duran.
Beto, shut up!
And the CHLA
Beto,
High School Football Report in just a few moments. What? What's wrong, Cap?
I don't want Beto to shut up. I want Beto to tell us all about high school football.
No, that's what we all want. Sucker. All right, Radio Tinder time. We like to play a TV theme.
My name is Cleveland Brown, and I am proud to
on this day, back in 2009, The Cleveland Show premiered on Fox. It's a good theme song. You know, it was funny for like 2 years, and then it got canceled.
Was this Drew Carey? Is that who this was?
The Cleveland Show with Cleveland Brown from Family Guy.
No, I don't know it.
And then he went back to Family Guy. It was a funny bit, like in the Seth MacFarlane universe.
Okay.
What would you in a hole from 2009?
Yeah, I don't remember this show at all.
Really?
Nope. Zippo.
All right, Radio Tinder time.
You've known you've hit a glory hole.
You can follow her at Lindsay Baseball on Twitter or Instagram. Don't forget our sponsor, Radio Tinder. They got hardwood. Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. If you're in the market for new flooring, shop at Hernandez Wholesale Flooring, where every day is a deal. No gimmicks. Call 866-624-FLOOR or go to HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. No sale beats wholesale. Take it away, producer Lindsay.
Thanks, Christopher. All right, guys, so I saw a TikTok trend earlier in the school year where college professors were giving their students the option to get up in front of class, dance for 1 minute for an automatic B. So you wouldn't have to go to class if you didn't want to the whole rest of the semester, and you would get a B. Not an A, but a B. So if you were a college student, you were given this offer, would you take it? Swipe left or swipe right? Okay. George is a yes.
What class? Do we know what class this professor teaches?
They're all different, but so we could say whatever your most favorite class is.
Well,
I would want to work for the A. I would want to work for the A.
No, but if it's a class I actually like, I wouldn't do it. If it's a class I hated, I would totally do it.
Okay.
Well, what was the worst class you took in college?
Math.
Oh my God! Any economics class or something like that? Brutal. I hated that stuff.
I had this one class called Japanese Film Studies.
What?
And,
what?
Yeah.
Why would you take that?
Let me explain.
Just because it seems like it would be very difficult for somebody who doesn't speak fluent Japanese.
Or care about Japanese films. But the deal was...
I don't know. Some of those are pretty good. Some of those,
The professor was this lady who all the football players knew. All you had to do was take her class, and it was an automatic A. These were one of those classes that when we had tests, the professor would sit in the front of the classroom with the newspaper in front of her face. She didn't want to know what was going on in front of her. So if she would have said to me, "Hey, Cap, dance for 60 seconds, automatic B," girl, I'll take that B right now, and I will get down.
Take that B. 847. Thank you for Lindsay for Radio Tinder, brought to you by Hernandez Wholesale Flooring. No sale beats wholesale. HernandezWholesaleFlooring.net. Producer Lindsay Baseball, tell us about our friends at Stella Rosa, please.
I would love to. So football season is one of the best times of the year, and Stella Rosa is here to make your game day even sweeter. So let's be real. If you're throwing a watch party for game day, you always want to have the food and drinks people actually want, and that means Stella Rosa wine. And you always want to have a variety. So you want to switch things up a little bit. Maybe try the Stella Rosa Peach, the Stella Rosa Black. Have different flavors for everybody. Mix it up. So they can choose which one that they want. Because, we've even got the non-alcoholic version, like for Christopher Morales. Got that one special for him. And also, don't forget that this season, Stella Rosa wants to take your game day to the next level. They're giving you the chance to win an unforgettable trip to one of the biggest college football games of the year here in LA on January 1st. That's tickets to the game, hotel accommodations, flights, ground transportation, and even some money to spend with. Enter now at stellarosa.com/tailgate2025. And remember to celebrate responsibly. Must be 21 or older to enter.
All right, thank you, Linz. Also, football fans, the Rams Toyota Countdown to Kickoff is live from Cosm this Sunday, September 28th. Join Travis Rogers and Sua Cravens live from the hall at Cosm. Feel the energy on massive wall-to-wall LED displays. Enjoy local food, craft cocktails, and beers, and get game day ready with us. Plus, remember, if you have a ticket to the Rams game at SoFi, just bring the ticket, sucker, and you get into Cosm for free. Don't miss out. Learn more at Cosm.com. Oh, it is that time. A man who is a fan of Torta Thursday like no other. The great Beto Duran joins us this morning for his CHLA High School Football Report. Thanks to our friends at Children's Hospital Los Angeles. Good morning to the bit killer, Beto Duran.
I'm here for you, baby, here for you. What's happening, guys? Good show this morning.
Yo, Beto, what's up? I like that pink hoodie you're wearing.
Yeah, it's a Nike one. I have one for you, too. We can do Cappy and crew in this material right here. I got you, baby.
Okay, perfect. Beautiful. Beto, this whole Torta Thursday yesterday, I did not understand. I thought we were talking about a sandwich, and you're telling me that there's a different meaning to the word torta, and I had no idea. And don't I look stupid?
No, you don't, Cappy. It's just Morales is a beautiful double entendre man. He is the master of it. And, I got to take care of you, Cappy. I don't like people ripping you other places, so I got to take care of my guy.
I mean, the whole time. Last night, he's like, yeah, you know what a torta is, right? And I'm like, yeah, it's a good sandwich, man. I like
it is.
Really
we'll go torta hunting pretty soon on the east side. Don't worry.
Yes, let's go hunt for tortas.
We will be going hunting, too. Not me, personally, but I'll watch Cappy hunt.
All right.
Yeah, let's go.
Beto, I'm super curious because I know high school football gets kicked off on Thursday nights now, not just on Friday nights. But what's the big game that we saw last night, or what's the big games coming up this week? I can't wait to hear about it.
All right, so there was a lot of good games last night. Shout out to our good friend Sean Cody, who you can hear on the USC broadcast. His Los Altos Conquerors, right there off the 60 freeway. Morales knows that area. Hacienda Heights, right there by the Sunset Room. They had a big, yes,
you can find some tortas out there, I'll tell you.
You're such a fool, man. You're such a fool. They had a good win last night. So also there was a kid in Cerritos, Thomas, who had 5 touchdowns yesterday. And then the kid we've been talking about, Taylor Lee at Oxnard Pacifica, Cappy, he threw for the season. He has 26 touchdowns in 5 games. So just want to shout out to the teams that play on Thursday nights. And also Van Nuys, the Wolves, the smaller school in the 818. They are now 5-1. They got the victory yesterday. So that's it. We shout out the 626, the 805, the 323. We'll take care of people in all the different area codes.
Damn right, because I got some brothers up in 818. That's right, for sure. All right, so that kid, by the way, in Oxnard Pacifica, man, that get 26 touchdowns in 5 games, man. That sounds big time.
Yeah, he had 19 in 3 games, and he has some lower division offers, but he's going to end up getting big-time D1 offers by the time next year happens because he's only a junior.
Okay, good for him. All right, so now we get to Friday night. Friday Night Lights, this is the big night of high school football. Got to be some big games out there. Tell us.
Yeah, so the big games is Mission Viejo is playing Chaparral from Temecula, Los Al's at Calabasas, home of the Fighting Greg Bergmans. Murrieta Valley against San Clemente. I know you were talking about Sam Darnold, one team, one town. So those are the bigger games standing out. There's also a good one where you want to see Great Oak and Temescal Canyon. Great Oak has Trent Lux, who's off to a big-time quarterback. He's only a sophomore. Cappy, 4-game sophomore, over 900 yards throw-in. Muir is at Burbank. Trey Gamble, over 1,000 yards in 4 games with 12 TDs for the Mustangs. They're a pretty good team. They also have Davion Blaylock, Zion McDonald, Elijah Smith, Elijah Parker, Noah Bozeman. Muir has been a powerhouse over the years. Burbank, got to shout out Burbank too. Their quarterback Deshaun Laporte has 18 touchdowns this year. Servite is always a good team. They're taking on St. Paul, the home of Alicia Del Valle and some other people. Rough start for the Swordsmen, but they always battle. Servite, they lost to Corona Centennial, then they won 3 in a row. Gavin Gutierrez is leading the rushing attack for the Friars. Diamond Bar at Roland, the Brahmas. You love that name, right? Brahmas. Daniel Ribeiro, 3 TD passes for them this season. Dominic Tortorelli has 5 TDs for Diamond Bar. Roland At the 10 and the 60 in that area, C.J. Carrillo, Bryce Johnson lead the way. Arroyo, South El Monte, South Bay game, Cappy, for you, because I know you love watching it on TV. Villa Park, where our good friend Bugatti is the president of the Booster Club. Villa Park, right off the 55, the Spartans. They have Vince Lagata, who is a dual threat quarterback, throws it and rushes it. And Miracosta, where Mike Trudell is going to send his boys. They have a brother combination. Liam is the QB. Luke is the tight end linebacker. They also have a running back named A.J. McBean. And they're so good, Miracosta, the Mustangs, you're going to see it tonight, that their long snapper, Cappy, the long snapper in Miracosta is going to Clemson on scholarship.
Yeah, I read about this kid. That's a smart move, man. If you're a linebacker or a tight end, you better learn how to long snap because there are scholarships out there to big-time programs like Clemson. Hey, one last thing, Beto. I see Bishop Gorman is coming to town after
Santa
last
Margarita,
week.
yeah.
Last week, Mater Dei beat them, but this time there must be nobody for Bishop Gorman to play in Nevada. They got to come play the California schools.
Correct, and that's what they do. Schools like that, schools in the Trinity League like Mater Dei, Bosco, Bishop Gorman, because there's nobody for them in Vegas because all the studs in Vegas go to Bishop Gorman, so they play an out-of-state non-conference schedule. So that's at Santa Margarita, home of Klay Thompson. Carson Palmer is their coach. Mind you, Carson Palmer, the Heisman Trophy winner, is coaching at his alma mater because his son's a freshman QB. His son's not playing on the varsity yet, but that's pretty cool. But Bishop Gorman is looking to come back after losing a Mater Dei last week. Hawaii commit Micah Eugenio will be taking on Santa Margarita. Eugenio is a QB for Bishop Gorman, a stud. And then the Eagles have a Tulane commit, Trace Johnson. Don't you send money to Tulane, Cappy?
A lot. A lot. Seriously. 710 should just send the money directly to Tulane. Just eliminate the middleman.
There it is.
Beto Duran,
Beto, do you want to stick around for the YouTube hour and keep talking or no?
I don't know. You guys tell me, man. I have a comment, I have a backdrop,
let's
whatever
roll
you want.
Beto over so we don't have to rush this.
All right, Beto will join us in the 9 a.m. YouTube hour. Also, Mike Trudell scheduled to join us as we go to YouTube only at ESPN Los Angeles. The Rich Eisen Show.
On a Heine Friday.
On a Heine Friday. The Rich Eisen Show begins terrestrially at the top of the hour on 710, the all-new ESPN LA app. And we go to YouTube, and if you're listening on the app to us, just hang tight. We continue along. Jack.
Welcome to the sweet life. Big nights deserve big views. From Lakers and Kings games to the hottest concerts. Reserve your own private suite at Crypto.com Arena for a premium experience you'll never forget. Reserve your suite now at CryptoArenaSuites.com.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you expect your insurance company to be there for you, but often they look for ways to underpay your claim. If you're feeling abandoned, pushed to use low-rated contractors, or ignored after years of loyalty, we protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for. Contact Avner Gatt, one of California's largest public adjusting firms. Visit avnergatt.com or call 818-917-5256. With a team that has the industry's know-how, including experience from the insurance side, Avner Gatt is ready to fight for you. With over 20 years of experience, they offer a free initial consultation and have the largest network of experts to evaluate your damages. Remember, size, experience, and expertise matter. Don't let your insurance company leave you in the dark. Call Avner Gatt, 818-917-5256, or visit avnergatt.com today. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
John Ireland here for Blue Ice Huckleberry Vodka, crafted with real mountain huckleberries, Idaho State fruit. Think blueberries, but richer. Try pairing it with lemonade. So refreshing. Blue Ice Vodka, because taste matters.
Every drive ends with an opportunity to save at Ocean Subaru of Fullerton. Right now, you can take advantage of 1.9% financing for 63 months on a new 2025 Subaru Crosstrek, or 2.9% financing for 48 months on a new 2025 Subaru Forester. For complete details, visit OceanSubaruOC.com.
With approved credit through Subaru Motors Finance. Not all buyers or vehicles will qualify, plus tax, tag, title, and dock fee. $0 security deposit. Offers do not combine and are not available on previous purchases. See dealer for complete details. Expires 9/30/2025.
Hey, it's Mace. You and I make decisions every day, but on Prize Picks, being right can get you paid. Don't miss any of the excitement this season on Prize Picks, where it's good to be right. Football season is officially here. I love having some action on Prize Picks. Prize Picks, simple to play. Just pick more or less on 2 to 8 player stat projections. If you get your picks right, you can cash in. Prize Picks invented the flex play. You can still cash out if your lineup isn't perfect. You can double your money even if one of your picks doesn't hit. Prize Picks offers injury reboots. If one of your players leaves the game in the first half and doesn't return, Prize Picks won't count it as a loss. I may say a lot of dumb stuff on the radio, but I am a genius when it comes to playing Prize Picks. Download the app today. Use code MACE, M-A-S-E, to get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. That's code MACE. Get $50 in lineups after you play your first $5 lineup. Prize Picks, it's good to be right.
From kickoff to cash out, ESPN Bet has the tools you need to score more on game days. Bet smarter with stats at your fingertips. Get personalized parlays built just for you. And with your fantasy team synced right in the app, you can back your squad. Right now, new customers get $100 in bonus bets when you bet $10. Sign up with promo code USL to get started. Must be 21 plus. Gambling problem? Call 1-800-GAMBLER. Terms and conditions apply. See app for details. Offer not available in New York.
The post-career day press conference, brought to you by Progressive.
Anthony, can you tell us what happened during career day?
I'm a biomedical researcher. The kids just weren't impressed.
How did you feel when your son called in the backup?
Embarrassed, and I knew it would be a fireman. It's always a fireman. It's cliche, but a crowd favorite. He had an axe and everything. I can't compete with that.
And will the fireman be helping your son with his science fair project?
Hope not. I'm literally a scientist.
Like it or not, sometimes you need a backup. That's why there's Progressive to protect your home and auto. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company affiliates and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
710 ESPN, your home for the 17-time world champion Lakers.
KSPN Los Angeles, a good karma brands radio station.
Previously on the Sedano and Cap Morning Show.
A hot Chicana from the barrio keeping it real.
It's a Heine Friday.
It's a Heine Friday.
A hot Chicana from the barrio keeping it real.
Not a Heine that smokes that juice.
You suck and you're gutless.
I want to suck your blood.
It's a Heine Friday.
Yeah, and as somebody who was younger and who was looking out for Big Bro at the time.
But he was young. He wouldn't know not to get married.
Yeah, what the hell would I have known at 21 years old?
He was dropping Miami Heat everywhere.
But that's my point. Don't you see that if he would have said to me, hey, listen, I'm dropping Miami Heat. You should be dropping Miami Heat. Let's go drop Miami Heat together. You know, let's go beat Crockett and Tubbs. You know what I mean?
The Sedano and Cap Morning Show is on the air.
I woke up at 4:30 because I got to go to the bathroom, once, But,
only once per night?
Only once, yeah.
Hey, nice prostate.
The biggest show in ESPN LA history.
Because it's Friday, you ain't got no job, and you ain't got nothing to do.
Give me a freaking break.
Friday, gotta get down on Friday.
How do you say his name? Asminger?
Asminger.
Thank you for letting me share in your aura.
Did you have me on your show to berate me? Is that what you're doing now?
Scott Kaplan, eat a fat one, bro. The Sedano and Cap Morning Show on 710 ESPN.
The all-new ESPN LA app and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
My girlfriend Jean went to Korea and had salmon sperm injected into her face.
Beautiful.
Okay, let me tell you something, Mean Gene. That salmon sperm's going to make all the difference tonight, brother.
We're bigger than U.S. Steel.
Right now.
Wow, that's crazy.
Well, you want to Bit Boy. It's a Heine Friday.
Oh, man, there's so much college football this weekend. That'll be
Oh, my
fun.
God, I can't wait till tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. I mean, between USC and Illinois, and for me, Pitt, Louisville, can't wait for that game, 9 o'clock in the morning.
The Penn State-Oregon game?
Yeah, what time's that
Good.
kick off? Do you know? Do you know what time that game kicks off?
That's a night game.
Oh, it is? Okay. Oh, wow, what a day.
9:02 and 30 seconds. Good morning. The Sedano and Cap Morning Show is on. A Heine Friday, Jack.
It's a Heine Friday with Mike Trudell.
Trudell joining us in just a moment, but Beto Duran is up on the Comrex. Good morning, Beto. He rejoins us.
What's happening, guys? What's up with the glasses?
I wanted you to, I know with Cappy, I don't understand it. It's not a normal look, but I wanted you to finish your thoughts. I didn't want you to be so rushed with what was going on in the high school ranks, particularly because the college ranks, obviously, they go hand in hand with the way these high school kids, you keep mentioning how these kids are potentially going to this school, that school. Like, I just feel like it kind of correlates to have you here as we want to talk a little college football, too, at some point. But was there anything else, Beto? Because, again, it was just such a short segment that you wanted to make sure that we get out there for the high school weekend this weekend here in the Southland.
All right, so just if you're a fan, if you are a fan of your school, or if you're a parent, or if you're a kid, what we really want to do is really blow up the ESPN LA social media account. So on X and on Instagram, tag us. So Tim, who is a new addition to the social team, is fantastic. So every single week we record the prep report that's you see on the Instagram, and Tim adds the videos, Tim adds the pictures, and I try to get as many names out there. Not just the D1 studs, not just the kids who are 5 stars, but I try to give the kid who's never going to play college football some shine. And how do we do that? So we go through X a lot, and we go through Instagram, and if we find kids who are posting their videos, because a lot of them post their huddle right the next day. Mm-hmm. So when you go and do that, if you're a player or if you're a parent, tag the ESPN Los Angeles account on X or on Instagram and just DM us. Let us know that, hey, can you use this highlight? Like, it'll make my job easier because I spend a lot of hours looking and scouring, trying to find the diamonds in the rough so we can give them some shine. There's a reason I shout out schools like a Van Nuys, a Cerritos High, right? They're like Division 9, 10. But if you can get an opportunity to get your highlight on the ESPN account, which has over 1 million followers on all the accounts together, right? You never know who might see that, because I know we have a lot of college coaches, a lot of recruiters that follow our ESPN Los Angeles accounts. So if you want some shine, your kid is out there doing something, tag us on the ESPN LA Twitter account on Friday nights. Carlo and the rest of the crew, we've talked about it, where Friday nights they're going to have somebody monitoring the Twitter account and the Instagram account, and it's just a simple repost. We'll be there for you because we really want to make it the community thing. I could talk about Bosco, Mater Dei all day long, but I really want to give shine to a school like a South El Monte, right, or a school like Maranatha, like the tiny schools that you never heard of. Like this week on my prep report, I shouted out Mary Star, right, which is like in San Pedro, Division 10, they're playing Palisades. This is what I want to do. I want to give some shine to those kind of kids. My last week's report, Taft High's offensive coordinator, Coach Ali, listens to the station. He's like, Beto, can you give my team a shout out? Absolutely. Simple as that. I really want to make it more interactive for Southern California prep report, man.
I
so
love
that's
that.
a good thing right there.
I'm so glad you do that, because here's why, Beto. Look, we're all going to look at a list of kids at the end of the season and going into National Signing Day, and we're going to go, wow, look at all these quarterbacks and look at all these schools they're going to. And we've had so many kids from L.A. County and really the regions, so, the Inland Empire, Orange County, et cetera, that go on to play big-time college football. These are kids that play for national championships. They play for Heisman trophies. They play to become first-round draft choices. You know all those names, okay? And there's going to be those kids this year. But let me just tell all the parents out there this, that if your kid wants to continue on and play college football or college baseball, basketball, soccer, it doesn't matter. Just because they're not going to USC or UCLA or Stanford or Cal, there are so many opportunities for your kids out there.
Oh,
so if your
perfect
kid wants
example, Cappy,
Yeah?
this weekend. The starting quarterback for San Jose State, Walker Eget. I have San Jose State Stanford this weekend here up in Stanford. Walker Eget, West Ranch High School in Stevenson Ranch, Santa Clarita kid, right?
Right.
So he's – and then, by the way, on the flip side, the backup quarterback to Ben Gilbranson at Stanford is Elijah Young, Elijah Brown, who played at Mater Dei, right? So, like, you have both sides of the coin there, to your point.
And Stanford and San Jose State, even if they're not the biggest of the big time, they play big time ball. You know what I'm saying? And so what I'm getting at is it's that kid who wants to play but can't play at San Jose State, but he might be able to play at Cal Poly. It's the kid who wants to play at USC, but he can't, but he's willing to go to the East Coast to play in a Division II school. Because some kids just want to play, even if their dreams are not necessarily the NFL. They want to play through college. So I love what you're doing, Beto. I'm so glad you're doing it because, again, all the big-time A-listers, we're going to hear about those kids. Yeah. It's the B and the C-listers
and
that we're not hearing about.
Beto is making extreme magic. Our friend Quentin Yates is also going to join us in studio in just a few minutes, but let's say good morning. He joins the conversation to Mike Trudell.
Hello, Michael.
What's up, gentlemen? I was told it's a Heine Friday and that I had to join. That's part of my contract now.
It is a Heine Friday, sucker.
That is the deal. Yeah.
It's a Heine Friday with Mike Trudell.
I mean, we have imaging for it. Like, now you have to be part of it every Friday.
But I have a quick question, point of information. This is the YouTube-only hour, and I see Beto beautifully, and I see Morales beautifully, and Lindsay Baseball and Bergie. Is Trudell not part of the YouTube video? He's only part of the telephone world?
No, I am on the switcher right now. I can see all you guys.
Switcher?
Can you not
okay.
see me?
No, can't see it. Now, is that because, guys, we can only do 4 at a time? Is that the story?
Oh, I think we can do multiples.
I mean, you guys tell me.
It's a Heine Friday. Why can't we do more than 4?
Chris, tell him. We can do whatever we want to do.
Boy,
We
Chris,
make
that's
it up.
Are we
There
just
are
not paying
rules.
attention in there?
We
You
don't-
gutless bums?
Come
you
on,
put
guys.
5 of us in an Ultima, Chris. No problem. That's
Why
a
are
real
you
Heine
giving me
Friday.
that signal? I don't know what that means.
What did that signal mean? I want to know what that
Parker's
signal
like doing
meant.
this, like he's on Nintendo
What does that mean?
with his 7th grade haircut in there.
Wow. Beto, by the
All
way,
right.
a lot of people talking
Yeah, I
about
figured it out.
your hairdo today.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't brush my hair. It's 8 in the morning.
Yeah.
Who cares?
Oh, no, the mongrels got all over me the other day. I had to
Well,
wear a
good.
hat in each segment, you know?
I have a bunch of hats if you want to start putting on some hats. No
No,
problem.
they criticized my gray hair and they criticized my bedhead.
Well, Michael, since we have you here, we started the show today talking about the JJ Rob press conference yesterday and JJ getting the extension. Now, I haven't seen any reporting, and maybe you don't know either, but do we know how long the extension for? Are there any details that we should know about this?
No, I mean, so when Rob mentioned it, and obviously I work for the team, and so sometimes I hear stuff and sometimes I don't. I was like, wait, and I texted somebody in the organization. I was like, we haven't released this information, have we? Like, nope, Rob just broke the news. So it was a surprise, and I think though, let me kind of correlate it into this thought that I had, Sedano, because I was thinking about you while I was listening to JJ speak. And, Rob said some very nice things about why they did it and, how they see him as a coach into the future. And I get some Eric Spoelstra vibes from JJ, even though Spo played in college. He didn't play in the NBA. JJ obviously has this long career as a player, but there's just a level of kind of intensity and, being serious and just the knowledge that I get when I hear him talk about basketball. And I'm curious if you, as somebody that's known Spo for a long time, and again, I get it. Like we all acknowledge that he's the best right now, and it's high praise for JJ. But do you get what I'm saying there with some of just the personality traits that he has?
Oh, yeah, I don't think there's any question. As a matter of fact, I'll give you a little behind the scenes. I may have told this story before, but, I mean, it's not like I'm, telling government secrets here. So when JJ worked for us at ESPN, I think his second game, we did a game, Phoenix at Miami. And in the production meeting with Spo, like, those two were just geeking out with each other back then. This was a couple years ago now. So, yeah, because it was JJ's second game. So it had to have been like 4 years ago or something like that, 3 or 4 years ago. And they were geeking out in a way that I remember just sitting there with Dave Pasch, and we're just kind of looking at each other, just kind of smiling and laughing. And it was funny, like, Spo told JJ, like, after they were done geeking out and broing out with each other, he was like, oh, dude, I would have loved to have had you here. You would have fit in perfectly with us. And he was just, JJ was like, yeah, man, it would have been awesome to play for you. And, like, they were, so, yes, I totally see that because they have a clear connection even in the times they've been in rooms together. And, yeah, there is an absolute level of detail, intensity that he brings to everything that he does, much like Spo does. So, yeah, I feel like there's a lot of parallels there between the two, although, JJ's only done this for a year. By the way, Spo had, I believe, a similar start to his career, right? Like he made the playoffs his first 2 years, and then, in year 3, that's when things really took off, when they had the big 3 and they had a better roster. It's funny, like, I feel like if the Lakers' plan plays out the way they want, where they're, hoarding this money to then potentially bring in via cap space or via trade, bringing in a future star to pair with Luka, I feel like that it could be a similar trajectory.
Yeah, it's just even what we were saying about conditioning, and there's a certain level now that like this is going to become what we want with the Lakers, that every player is in championship shape, and like that, it's just kind of one tent pole that JJ has kind of stuck in the ground. And I think that's obviously something we associate with Pat Riley going many years back, and it was like that when he was with the Lakers, certainly like that with the Heat. It's one of the things that you can control to an extent if you can get your players to buy in, where you then have a leg up on franchises or players or opponents that maybe don't have that. And then, of course, the talent is the number one piece, and they've got Luka Doncic locked in. And that is now, we just saw with the Slovenian national team, that is where it's the easiest way to build a team if you have Cappy, and you, of course, as a ball knower, know this, if you've got that guy that can break down the defense just by being him, and you don't have to run anything specifically for him. And that's another thing I think that's a through line here as Pelinka and JJ are talking, that Luka is here. Luka is in great shape. That's where things start. And of course, LeBron and Austin Reeves and so on. That is a very important piece. And it's the number one thing, I think, going into the Lakers season.
I thought yesterday was interesting to hear them make that announcement that there was this extension. I've been scouring, trying to find a report somewhere as to what did it mean. Like he got a 4-year deal last year, and now they've given him an extension, so he had 3 years remaining. Did they tack 1 year on? Did they add more to it? The point, I think, is, though, that now that you have Luka signed and you know that he's going to be with you for a long time, and I presume that Luka probably gets at least a little bit of input, like, hey, you like JJ? You like playing for him? I mean, we're going to sign him long term. You guys are going to be a team together for a while. We were talking earlier today about consistency. When you look at the NFL, you look at teams that have a coach and a quarterback that stick together for a long time. That's how you create consistency. That is, to me, what the Lakers have done here now with coach and star player.
It's a good analogy, Cappy. I buy it fully, and we know for a fact that Luka is a big JJ fan. In fact, the only podcast that Luka went on, I think the only one that he had ever been on, was JJ's, because of the time JJ went to Dallas as a player. And Luka just,
and by the way, he did it twice.
Just appreciated, he did it twice. And so that was, of course, at the time though, maybe there's that thought, it would be great one day if JJ got to coach him, but there was no anticipating from any of us, of course, in the world that this trade was going to be a possibility until Nico raised the possibility to Rob Pelinka, and then they get it done. So I think then Luka arrives and JJ immediately meets him at the hotel. Like they're tight and they're close, and it's a good point you make, Cappy. That is kind of like, as I'm talking about this press conference and bringing Luka into it, that relationship is the key point of it. And now you've got not just your best player and your star to build around, but you've got your coach locked in, and then you fill in the spots around that, like big athletic wings, right? Okay, a huge center, a lob threat, some assets into the future, so that if a star becomes available, you have, or you create the space for a free agent to walk into. Like these are now the long-term thinking, I think, that can come into play when you have your coach and you have your star player.
Yeah. By the way, Mike Trudell with that big water heater. How big's that tank back there? How many gallons?
I think it's pretty standard. I think it's pretty standard. During COVID times, I had my chair switched to a more flattering part of the garage.
All right.
But on short notice, the great Anthony texted and said, "Hey, can you join?" And I said, "Yes, my angle might not be the best, but
I like that angle."
It's okay.
I love the soccer. The soccer scarves behind you are nice, though.
All right, real quick pause on the content.
Look at the bobbleheads. And look at the Wheaties. Look at that.
We've got a real storage unit going on.
I like the cleaning supplies.
Yeah, the cleaning supplies in the bucket over his left shoulder. Yeah.
All right, we pause for just a moment. Let me remind you, be sure to start your Saturday bright and early tomorrow morning with Dr. Robert Clapper and the Weekend Warrior Show presented by Cedar Sinai at a special time of 6 a.m. Because USC Game Day coverage begins at 7. The Trojan Tailgate Show presented by Yeti gets things going. And then kickoff from Champaign, Illinois at 9 a.m. USC, Illinois. Hear all the coverage on 710 ESPN and the all-new ESPN LA app. And be sure to talk about the game Monday morning with us, the Sedano and Cap Morning Show on your home of USC football, ESPN LA. Fight on. We pot up Beto again. We got Mike Trudell. And now, joining us from in studio, the one and only Clinton Yates, the big CY. Good morning, Clinton Yates.
What's up, kiddos? I'm very excited to be here.
Oh, yeah.
The YouTube chat is already feeling the wrath. You know how I do.
I'm so glad you're here, Clinton. The big CY. Let me tell you something.
What's up, boys?
The big CY, two things.
Yes.
Number one, yesterday, Sedano went on an epic rant just destroying one of our listeners.
Okay.
And at the end, he mic dropped him by calling
It was
him
an
kiddo.
homage to you.
Yes. He mic dropped him. Dude, he was Sedano was killing this guy. This guy came into the arena not realizing that Sedano was the lion in this equation, and then Sedano mic dropped him by calling him kiddo. That's number one. Number two.
Come on, it was Pedro Aleman. Give the guy credit for getting
What's up,
roasted.
Beto? How you
Yeah,
doing?
right. It was Pedro. Look at all those scarves that Beto's got now.
Oh, yeah.
But CY, I got to ask you, as a uniform analyst, what you thought of the Arizona Cardinals last night. That was a pretty dope
So
uni.
I will break this down. And by the way, randomness, I know you're listening. You listen to every word I say, and you tell your friends when you're not on the chat. Anyway, So here's the deal. Those uniforms on the press release looked one way. They had the red lighting. They had that whole setup. And I was thinking, okay, like that's a cool idea. They're being sandblasted or whatever. Dude, you put those things on the field with 10 guys or 11 guys moving in synchronicity and playing the game. Best new NFL uniform I've seen in a decade, Cappy, with the face masks that were kind of a shimmery color with the yellow-beaked cardinal. I loved it. That, again, probably the best new uniform I've seen in the NFL in 10 years.
Yeah, I
and
like
the end
it, too.
zones need to stay, too. Those were fantastic.
I was thinking about you last night. I'm
Yeah,
like, look
no.
at these Cardinals uniforms.
Those are
They're
great.
bomb. And I'm like, if there's one guy I know that analyzes uniforms, it's the big CY.
Speaking of football, by the way, I need you all to know.
Oh, wait. CY's here. That means you got to put a dad hat on.
You know how I operate when it comes to fantasy football, right? Do you guys know this?
Yes,
Janelle?
you
Are
got the
familiar?
colonizers,
Are you familiar with this? I only pick white guys for my fantasy football team. This is how I operate. Okay, it's a long backstory.
How are we looking? You got
I mean, it's getting a little better. I mean, there's a couple running backs you can take now. Scatterboo.
How about
you got
the
McCaffrey.
colonizers? The colonizers have won 2 in a row, Jack. I'm
There you
very
go.
excited about this. So we're 2-1 on the season. Decent matchup coming into this week. And yeah, John Smith, The Colors of the Wind. Those who listen to Clinton Friends know that's the song that they play when we all talk about the colonizers. So yeah, we're doing good on the personal front. How are you guys doing?
By the way, real quick,
Yeah, we're great on tight ends.
real quick promo for Clinton and Friends, because a lot of people in the YouTube chat are like, "Where's Clinton been?" You can listen to Clinton Friends every morning on the ESPN LA app. So when we put the tiles up in the morning, you see a Clinton and Friends tile, you see Sedano and Cap Morning Show. All you got to do is hit that Clinton and Friends tile, and you got Clinton Yates, the big CY,
We're
giving
all
you
about
that
choices.
giving
here
you
at
that big
Absolutely.
morning
710
thrust right in your
Right.
ear.
Yes.
A
And by
big
the way,
morning thrust, Clinton.
My big morning thrust is, kind of what they call me in the streets out in Culver. But
Oh, is that
what
right?
I was
Wow.
gonna, what I was going to
Really?
say is that the listener who knows who he is, he says the colonizers is deeply offensive. Well, then you must think the whole movie of Pocahontas is a problem because that's who they're named after. Just saying. Disney plug. Moving right along.
Oh wow! Hey, can we get everybody on the screen at one time? We got.
Well, they already did that.
Oh,
five
I
wide?
didn't,
already
I
did
didn't
got a
see
5
it.
limit,
I
apparently.
didn't see it.
Okay.
Wow.
By the way, can you imagine what JT the Brick would say about all of us on the
Well, that's why I want to
have.
have. That's why I want to have everybody on the screen at the same time. I'm taking a picture. Hold on, everybody, put up a
send
peace
it to
sign.
him?
I'm taking cheese.
We're there. Okay.
All right. Well, Michael, since we have Michael here, and I know he's got to probably run here soon, and I feel like everybody obviously can weigh in on this. So, Michael, we talked to you about JJ's extension that Rob dropped on us yesterday, but the LeBron portion of it I thought was interesting. Now, I thought Rob made all the right answers, or had the right answers to. Of course, we'd love to see him end his story. You know, we want to we want to have the respect for him and his family to do it the way they want to do it. What is the sense in regards to just, you were there, of the feel of that question and the answer and everything that kind of involved LeBron yesterday?
Well, I just think it's so crazy that we're going into what is the unprecedented year 23 for LeBron that no player has ever done, and he's coming off an All-NBA second-team appearance. So these are just not things that you could have planned for when the Lakers originally got LeBron as a free agent. And I think that, rather than what Pelinka said, which is, of course, the right answer, like LeBron should be the one to write his story. We'll see what he wants to do at the end of this season. We'll see that if he for sure wants to play another season, which, again, we don't know. We haven't heard from LeBron yet this year. I thought JJ's point actually was more interesting, or JJ met with LeBron twice in person, including once in the Hamptons. Sag Harbor, Cappy, you probably have a spot there, right? You have like a
Sag
summer
Harbor,
home?
yeah,
Sag
right,
Harbor?
sure, of course, absolutely, and a boat, by the way, a boat as well.
Is that where the wine cellar is, or is the wine cellar in your spot down in Florida?
No, the wine cellar is actually in the boat in Sag Harbor.
Okay, that's okay.
There you go.
That's where it is. Yeah, so the fact and JJ basically was like, look, LeBron and I are great. He's in a great mental space, and we're going to get his best this year. And I was like, that was kind of good to hear, because the last communication that we really had, George, was just the Rich Paul statement, right? Essentially after the contract, or after LeBron chose to come back or pick up his player option, right, and not become a free agent. So that to me was the more notable. I think Rob said what you would expect any executive to say, in that we would love to have LeBron here and retire as a Laker.
All right. I still got to say, and I'm just going to have to obsess for just one moment. I'm always interested when people come on to our YouTube and they're in a place like Beto, for example. If you guys put Beto on the screen, Beto's got this super cool background. And look at Beto. Look at that hat. I mean, look at this guy right here. He said he's got to have on a dad hat. He's got on a scarf for Mike Trudell. He's got on a dad hat for Clinton Yates. And look at that super sweet background that Beto has. And then you got Clinton, who's in the studio.
I am.
And then you got Trudell, who's in his garage. But Mike, I'm telling you, man, I can't stop obsessing. When you're on the screen, I'm looking at everything other than you. I'm looking at the cleaning supplies behind you. I'm looking at the water heater. Mike, over your right hand, all the baseball bats. Okay. There's a.
Me and Annie when I proposed.
Lionel the Frenchie, yeah.
Yeah.
A family photo before the children. Yes.
Right. And then behind you, Mike.
I can just hold that up there.
Well, but next to the cleaning supplies behind you, I can't tell if there's like an old school computer monitor over your left shoulder. I can't see exactly what's over your left shoulder. Underneath the cleaning supplies. Underneath your cleaning supplies, but underneath it. What is that over your left shoulder?
Oh yeah. No, there's some like speakers and stuff. Do you need some? I got some. There's also a Pebble ice maker.
Okay.
Right
all right.
there.
I see a nice vacuum.
If you're interested in that.
Nice vacuum you got there.
Vacuum is
there.
Good. Yeah,
that's good vacuum.
We've been doing some work on our house, so there's all types of things right in this space. And I was not planning on joining a video until 30 seconds before. I was like, yeah, sure. And I guess in hindsight, knowing where you were completely unable to focus on anything that I said, and just trying to figure out is that a Xbox 360 back there? Oh, is that a Nintendo 64? Yeah, there is a Nintendo 64.
No, wait. My favorite part is over your right shoulder, the index card holder. There's that like greenish, blackish index card holder. Oh,
a little Matucci bat. Oh,
nice.
Look at that. That's for sure one of the boys. Now, do the boys still use that bat?
These are like $400. I mean, I can't believe what bat. I didn't even have my own bat when I was a kid.
Right.
It's not right.
Yeah.
No, those bats are expensive, but they're juiced up, man. They hit home runs, those bats. You know, you got the kind of bat for your kid.
Oh, we just had a $6. Who knew?
I was going to say we're going 6 wide.
We're $6 in this thing.
Jeez.
Somebody not going to be happy. I'll tell you that.
I mean,
right now.
soon we're going to turn into the Brady Bunch meme on here. We just need 3 more boxes.
Right. Beto, you have to look up, and Trudell has to look down. Chris, you have to look up. George has to look down, and Big CY, you have to look up, and I have to look down.
I know it's a whole thing because the timing is also off.
Yeah.
So like by the time you've referred to it, at the time it pops up on my screen, it's 30 seconds past, so I'm like, I don't even know when I'm supposed to look at the camera or not, and I'm too busy reading the live chat because people are calling me losers, which is my favorite thing, and it makes me happy. Keep it up.
Oh, see them. Yes! Welcome back to the Mongrels.
We got an 8-box. We got an 8-box.
We got an 8-box.
We got an 8-box. Oh my God, somebody's going to be so unhappy. One individual,
singular person.
Let's get Mark Cates. Let's get Mark Cates in the sales office in the 9th box.
Oh, wow. If the sales office had its own camera, that'd be a whole other story, by the way.
Wow.
No, we should absolutely
AC Milan for you, Trudell. AC Milan.
We should absolutely put a camera there to see if they're actually doing anything.
Oh, yeah. That's an excellent question.
Whoa. Oh, Chris is taking pictures. That means tweets are coming.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Stick that in your hole, Brick.
Oh, wow. Look at that 8-box.
8-box.
That's crazy.
Or as
social media room must be having a meltdown right now.
I feel like this is
or
like
Scott
April
Hansen would
2020
say,
when we're
an Octobox.
Right, an Octobox
yeah,
is right.
That's true. 7
Let's
hours.
go Octobox. Yeah.
Is this the witching hour right now?
Not yet.
It is the witching hour. This is the Sedano Cap 710 version of the witching hour at the moment. Yes.
God, I love those wooden shelves in Trudell's garage. God, I love those wooden
all right,
shelves.
So while we've got everybody here, and I got to run here soon because I got to go.
Don't leave me.
A production meeting soon. You've got 8 people here.
I know. I'm telling everybody else, don't leave me.
No, we're going to go 9.
I'll be
go
9.
We're
going 9.
We've gone
back. We've gone 9
now
bucks.
We are Brady Bunch.
Oh,
they're
my
gone.
God. What happened to the?
They're gone now.
What happened to Sexy Jexy? By the way, Sexy Jexy sent me a text this morning at 5 a.m. Just to me, not the group, just to me. And he wrote a note at 5 a.m.
That the
hey,
Chargers are going to kick your ass?
No, he wrote me a note. Hey, it's Friday. And I'm like, yeah, bro, I know it's 5 a.m. Don't text me, all right?
Yeah.
So this
all right,
hold
real
on.
quick.
Go ahead. Go on. Yeah, no,
There it is, $9.
Before I got to run here. That is Riggs.
Riggsy.
Hey, Riggs.
Oh, wow.
My dog.
Yeah.
That's my doggy,
Hey, what's up,
Riggsy. Aw, Riggsy. Looking
Nice.
good, my man.
All right, what is everyone looking forward to the most on this weekend? There's a lot of sports going on. We got the end of the baseball season. We've got big-time college football matchups. Obviously, the NFL. There's all sorts of stuff. Great high school football, as we talked about, Bishop Gorman, Santa Margarita. Lots of stuff going on this weekend. What is the one thing that you will absolutely keep your eye on? One game, one sports event. Go
All
ahead.
right, Trudell.
Let's start with CY.
Oh, the big CY. Here
I
we
am
go.
so excited about being able to engage with this guy randomness. I can't stop laughing about this. Anyway, no, I'm excited about playoff baseball. The matchups are finally there. We've got so many different teams now that it completely changes the outlook of how you approach what a decent run is. These wild card situations have totally changed things for some squads in certain positions, and how that shakes out between the AL Central, between what's going to happen with who the Dodgers face. Cannot wait for the brackets to be finalized in the MLB postseason. Also, it determines where I'm going to go cover things, so that's extremely important.
All right, big CY's got MLB, George. You want to go to
Beto.
Beto next?
I'm right there with CY because it really affects the Dodgers of what's going on this week. You don't know who you're going to play against, and that really is going to affect the Dodgers' rotation and who they're going to keep on their roster for the playoffs. So I'm looking forward to the baseball this weekend. Also, the AL, man. Is Detroit really going to give it away? What are they doing over there? And then also the game I really want to watch, though, is Penn State. That whiteout that they have where everybody is going to be wearing white at Penn State. That's going to be a good one right there.
Penn State, Oregon on Saturday afternoon, 4:30. Okay, let's go to Michael Trudell. Yeah.
Guys, 1 week from today is the first Lakers preseason game. I know that sounds crazy, but how does Marcus Smart look? How does DeAndre Ayton look catching lobs from Luka? What's LeBron been up to? Austin Reeves has been killing it in the games. Apparently, JJ and said that his coaching staff said he's been the best player on the court every time he sets foot on the court. Obviously, LeBron and Luka haven't been in for those scrimmages. But 1 week from today, preseason basketball. That's what I'm looking forward to.
Well, no, I get it, but that's also not this weekend. So that was
Broke
also
the rules, Trudell. You violated the rules. Must be the cleaning supplies getting into your brain.
mean, maybe it was going to be Brentford versus Man United for you or something. I don't know. But it was that something this week.
That was the answer. That was the answer. And then I thought, well, it was Lakers. The Lakers media days. I thought I took the Homer route there, but you're right. Manchester United is where I wanted to go, George. We actually won last week and had 3 points on the hook. So thank you for answering that for me correctly.
Very nice. Very nice. Now for me, George.
Christopher?
Oh, we're going to go to Christopher.
Yeah, he's going to go to me.
Okay.
Everybody.
Scumbag.
Jack.
Wow.
USC takes care of Illinois in
Okay, that's a
Champaign
good
tomorrow
one.
morning. That's a great way to start a Saturday. And then Cappy and I running amok at SoFi Stadium on Sunday. Then coming back to the Dog to watch Micah Parsons destroy Jerry.
You sure it's
On
not too
Sunday.
early for the Trojans? I heard there was some issues.
Oh, come on, man.
Well, hey,
Wow.
Lincoln
Oh,
Riley's,
you're talking
Lincoln
about my
Riley's
Schwans?
complained.
Oh,
Lincoln's complained
that's
plenty.
what I'm
Clinton
talking
was,
about.
no, here's
Yeah.
the thing. Give me 10 to 12 minutes and the Schwans is working.
Well, that's not what I was referring to.
It just needs to get
10 to
revved
12,
up,
a segment
CY.
is all you need?
Yeah, it just needs to warm up.
Yeah,
It's like
it
an
just needs
old
to get
Buick.
revved up.
1
I mean, listen.
gotta
Perhaps
wind
we
it
can
up.
get
The
him
old
some.
LeSabre.
Perhaps we,
Literally.
yeah, perhaps we can get him some jumper cables. You know what I mean? If needed. I mean, I
that's
don't know,
great.
but-
That's great. 10 to 12
Bergie
minutes.
must be looking forward to UCLA football this weekend.
At 12:30 at Northwestern. But no, I'm looking forward to Sunday, Clayton Kershaw's last ever start in the major leagues. That's what I'm against the Seattle Mariners.
Yeah.
Sunday. That's the one to go watch.
Wait, you said they're playing Northwestern, UCLA is? Do you and Trudell have any
Yes.
sort of wager?
Oh, no, I don't want to do that.
Oh, okay. Very well.
I've seen that team play way too many times to put anything on that.
Okay. All right.
Lindsay,
You win,
what do
Trudell.
you got?
You win.
It's
Gardos.
tough times when you're not willing to make a bet against Northwestern.
Right.
Man.
Right.
Yeah,
That's
it is
tough
tough
times.
times.
Lean
I'm looking
times.
forward to the Gardos, obviously, because right now
Yeah.
they are currently in first place because they are tied with Detroit, but they have the tiebreaker. So hopefully they can just hang on to that. 3 more games.
All righty.
Cappy?
For me, I'm all football all weekend long, but in particular on Sunday, my favorite team and my favorite quarterback, the Giants and Jackson Dart, about to give the Chargers their first defeat of the regular season. So that's my first thing. Secondly, I'm looking forward to the Raiders defeating the Bears in the late window on Sunday. And then, of course, as Chris
Raiders look
mentioned,
good right now.
Yeah, they look great. And then also the Rams hosting the Colts. So you got the undefeated Colts, who are the story of the early part of the season. Who knew Daniel Jones and the Colts would be 3-0? And they come to the Rams, who should be 3-0, and the Rams got to get this win. So for me, football.
Cappy, do you know why Jackson Dart wears his eye black in a singular line on his left eye?
I do not.
He wears it because he was a big fan of Anakin Skywalker in The Phantom Menace, Star Wars Episode 1,
after he got sliced in the head.
Correct.
Yeah.
That's why he wears it. That's why
I did not know.
That's why I like Jackson Dart.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay.
It's interesting. I did not know that, but once you mentioned it, I knew immediately.
You knew exactly what I was talking about. Exactly, George. So,
all right, George, how about you, man?
So I am also football, Cappy. Although Greg did kind of swayed me a little bit, I will probably try my best to keep an eye on that Clayton Kershaw start. But I think that there are a couple of games, particularly both in the NFL and college football, that I'm going to keep a close eye on. One that no one's mentioned yet, Chiefs-Ravens. That is a de facto – I mean, if you look at the numbers just based on the percentages of a team making the playoffs, if they were to lose that particular game – I mean, they're pretty minuscule, okay? So that is a de facto almost elimination game of two teams that have been at the top of the AFC for the better part of the last 6, 7, 8, 9 years at this point. So that one is something I'm keeping my eye on. You've already mentioned the whiteout game. USC, who do I got in that game?
Chiefs at home, by the way.
Yeah, Chiefs
yep. Kansas City's at home.
I'm going
I thought it was at Baltimore.
Nope.
Oh,
Kansas City.
Oh, it's at KC?
Yeah.
I think Baltimore still wins, man.
Spread's 2.5, giving the Ravens are.
Yeah. It's weird.
How about
it's
that?
Weird.
Ravens
I like Baltimore
favored in Kansas City.
Exactly.
That's insane.
Yeah, it's very weird.
But and then college football, you mentioned the whiteout. Look, there's other great games, right? LSU Ole Miss. I mean, we've already seen Lane Kiffin already tweeting about bet the over because his daughter's dating the starting linebacker for LSU.
Can you imagine?
Yeah.
What a story.
Can you imagine posting that picture if you're that guy? Anyway, I didn't mean to get the
Yeah, and then but that makes it intriguing to me already. Obviously, USC, Illinois, we mentioned. I think Notre Dame, Arkansas could be interesting because Notre Dame has not had a great start to the season, and if they lose this one, their playoff hopes are pretty much dashed at this point. And then one game that no one's talked about, that not enough people I think are talking about, this one's going to be on CBS on Saturday. Ohio State has to travel all the way to Seattle to play the Washington Huskies. And I think Jed Fish, while I don't think they're ready for prime time just yet, I just think that's a tough trip for Ohio State to make across the country against a team that's pretty good. So I would, if I were a betting man, maybe I would take Washington to cover the number in that particular game. But I like that one, too.
Jed Fish is Arizona's old guy, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. I was just trying to make sure. I was like, I know
and
that
was
name.
at UCLA at one point.
Right. Okay.
And Ohio State's a 7.5-point favorite on the road. Now, by the way, one other sporting event that none of us have mentioned. We've talked
the Ryder
baseball,
Cup.
the Ryder Cup. Is anybody here
I have that
into
on right
the
now.
Ryder Cup? Me too.
So we were watching it before. My issue with the Ryder Cup, honestly, the uniforms look horrible. They look like regular stuff out of the daggone pro shop. And I'm like, it's the Ryder Cup. You've got an opportunity with Polo to do things that actually look cool that people would buy, and they look like things that 40-year-old white guys would design and stick in somewhere, in I don't know where. It's like it's so boring to look at.
And there you go. You just said it.
Right.
Can't stand it.
Well, listen,
by the way,
boys,
I'm not offended by that. I'm a 50-year-old white
That's
guy.
fine.
Just so you know.
It's okay. I'm just saying.
Gentlemen, I got to run because I got to go catch up with Frank Reich and Andrew Luck for this game this weekend.
Nice.
I got this production
my
meeting,
bad.
But yeah. Well, I mean, listen, I got to work. I got to do stuff. Okay. But you guys have fun. Chris, did you take the picture to send and post on social media?
I'm working on the tweet right now.
Oh,
JT.
All right, cool.
Take care,
All right, gentlemen.
Later,
have
George.
a great weekend.
See you. Have a good show.
Hey, what time is your game tomorrow? What time is George's game? I want to be able to watch for like the first 5 minutes while it's still interesting.
Oh, come on. Why you got
Well, no, it's just I text him every week. I'm
It's
like,
gonna
yo,
be good,
I'm watching.
Cappy.
Yeah, you think? I mean,
San Jose State's decent, man.
Yeah, I'm not. Listen, I don't think Stanford rolls over them the way like Florida State was beating up on El Camino College or whoever they were playing last week.
Hey, El Camino College is
tells me
legit,
it's
bro.
4:30. 4:30, Cappy.
4:30. Thank you, Michael.
Oh,
Appreciate
Trudell,
that.
we losing you now, too? Because we're going to take a quick timeout. I know you got to go, right?
Yes,
Okay.
you are losing me. It's been a pleasure.
Later, Trudell.
A real pleasure.
Adios, Miklo.
All right, right now, Beto and Clinton hopefully will stick by. Let's take a quick timeout, Cappy. You want to do that?
Let's do it. Yeah, for sure.
I'll take a quick 2-minute timeout. You're listening to the YouTube-only hour on the ESPN LA app, watching it at ESPN Los Angeles. We'll be back with Beto, Clinton Yates, the Big CY, Cappy, and all of us next on a Feel Good Friday, a Heina Friday, Jack.
It's to Heine Friday with Mike Trudell.
Tomorrow, LAFC invades St. Louis City SC. Pre-game coverage begins at 5 p.m. And Nebo Wanga continues to rewrite the record books.
He's the first player ever to score 20 goals in 3 straight.
And Sun Hung Min continues to light up the back of the net. Don't miss LAFC at St. Louis City SC tomorrow on the ESPN LA app and on 710 after Kings Ducks.
Hey guys, Cappy here. When disaster strikes, you need an ally who truly understands your needs. Avner Gatt is here to help you navigate the complexities of insurance claims. Are you feeling abandoned because your home is unlivable and your insurance company isn't cooperating? Or perhaps you're being pressured to use a contractor with poor reviews. You've been loyal to your insurance company for over 20 years, yet now they treat you like an outsider. Avner Gatt knows how to turn the tables. We protect homeowners from the games and fine print that insurance companies are known for, and we cover all of Southern California, ensuring your voice is heard and your home is restored. Visit AvnerGatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner and his family personally take your calls with 5-star ratings from Yelp, Google, and the Better Business Bureau. Don't let your insurance company dictate your future. Avner Gatt is here to help. Visit AvnerGatt.com or call 818-917-5256. Avner Gatt, your claim, our game.
Afternoons with DeMarco and Travis. Sports, laughs, and stories that hit harder than a slap to the face.
Did you ever try wrestling? I actually had 2 matches. Small, little independent wrestling match. How'd you do? So we get in the ring. I'm standing there. I'm like, hi, everybody. Yeah. And he slapped the crap out. It just hit me so hard. Hi-yow. So I tackled him.
The DeMarco and Travis Afternoon Show. Weekdays from 3 to 6 p.m. on 710 ESPN, the ESPN LA app, and on YouTube at ESPN Los Angeles.
See, I told you it was a quick timeout. 9:39, good morning. The Sedano and Cap Morning Show, YouTube only hour. On this day back in 1984, Prince released the single Purple Rain, Cappy.
Oh, yeah. Talked a lot of Prince this week. I told the story about getting engaged in 1999.
Oh, yeah?
Oh, yeah.
How feathered was the hair in this day for you, Cappy?
It was pretty good.
Honest question.
It was pretty good back then.
Full flock of seagulls situation?
Oh, you know it.
Oh, man.
You know it.
Love it.
Had it flowing down in the back. It kind of had a little mullet thing going on.
Yeah,
but all the Jew-fro happening, you know.
Okay, sorry.
So.
I have another interjection because randomness is obsessed with every single part of my body down to what I wear. I don't tie my shoes this way. It's how they come in the box from the van store, and I just put them on my feet. Anything else, you can hit me on my direct line. I won't tell you the number.
DM's open?
That's right.
DMs are not open.
No, they're not. See, open them
DMs are open.
random.
DMs are definitely open.
Oh,
DMs are definitely open. But yes, this is how they come out of the box. This is nothing to do with anything I do, just so you know. I told Ken Griffey Jr. that same thing one time at a ballpark, and he got mad at me and walked away.
Real quick, listen up, soccer fans. You have less than 1 week left to get your entry in for a chance to win the Soccer Dream Ticket Experience. San Antonio Cardinal Wine at ESPN LA want to send you and a guest to the final match of the season. Enter for your chance to win right now. Do it right now at SoccerDreamTicket.com. That's SoccerDreamTicket.com. Brought to you by San Antonio Cardinal Wine, the perfect game day wine.
Nicely done. Very nicely done.
Yeah, well, you know.
I'm a professional, I think.
Yes,
That's
you
what I
are.
was going to say. So I had something I wanted to talk about Greg about. If that's okay. I don't know what we had planned.
Feel free.
I don't really
This
know
is
how
the
the
YouTube
YouTube
only
hour
hour.
goes. So I have, you guys know that the force is something I sort of believe in. I'm not really being serious about that, but there are certain things on baseball elements that I feel like they mess me up. And I've been mentioning this a couple times. I'm still very nervous, not from a performance standpoint, but from an output standpoint, of Ohtani potentially pitching in the playoffs. And I want to know where, yes.
What?
Listen, I genuinely am because how do I explain this? The guy's never pitched in the playoffs before, right? So that's something.
He didn't have a chance to.
I understand that, but that's something that we're understanding. I don't know why I have this feeling that one or the other is not going to be what it needs to be. And I think maybe it's also an injury concern that I still kind of have.
Wow, this isn't like you.
I know.
Are you afraid of greatness?
This is no.
Yeah.
It's not. I know this is weird, and that's what I'm saying. And for whatever reason, I sort of feel like if you can get away. Well, let me ask you this:
Yeah.
Who are you throwing in the wild card if you have to go all three games?
So it's lined up right now. Otani game 1, Snell game 2, Yamamoto game 3.
I think ultimately what I was thinking is I would love it if they could keep him out of that wild card series.
No,
that
it's
would
lined up
probably.
for him.
I understand that. That
You
would
need
probably
him.
I don't know if I agree with that, Beto.
He has the best stuff on the staff.
Again, I'm saying that for whatever reason I have a weird feeling about this, and I don't like that feeling, and I'm glad to know that nobody else does. So that was all.
Oh, wait, you're the only one in the city right now.
Well, that's
thinking
fair,
that way.
but that has nothing to do with the point of whether or not it matters. I'm just saying maybe it's because I also saw him get injured with my eyeballs last year, where
but
I
the
was
big
like,
CY
I don't know.
That was on a slide.
That was on a slide. Exactly.
Yeah.
You know, and so I don't know.
He's not
But are you saying though? Are you saying that because look, there are numbers that will support that when he pitches, his batting average is not as high as when he's not pitching.
I'm not even making the existential argument. I'm just saying that I wish it didn't. I wish it didn't have to be there. Is kind of what I'm saying. I wish he could focus on his bat because of the lineup. Excuse me, the pitching staff. But that's just me.
Well,
he's
but
going to go
if
7 strong, man.
That's just it. Is they built him up, right, Beto? I mean, it was 2 games ago where he went 5, no hit,
I know.
but it was only 63 pitches. Then just the other day when he started, he went through 6 with 91 pitches. And so I agree with you, Beto. They're gonna let him at least in game 1 go as deep into the game as he can.
Yeah, I told
and then,
Greg
by
this
the way,
a couple months ago. Remember, Greg, when I was telling you that they had the restriction on how many fastballs he could throw, how many sliders, how many off-speed pitches he can throw, and all of that was to get him in October where there are no restrictions, and hopefully
that's
it's there
fair.
now.
That's fair.
No, so he was not allowed to throw his splitter for the first 8
Yeah.
starts. He just started throwing it 2 or 3 starts ago.
because of the
and
health
now he has
concern.
7 pitches.
Oh, don't get me
It's
wrong.
insane.
This is the story of the playoffs for me. And for all those of you who know who's pitching the World Baseball Classic, we remember, we were there. I've covered those games with him doing exactly that. Those aren't the MLB playoffs from a longevity standpoint or an intensity standpoint regarding professionals who are not playing for their country. I'm so fascinated by what the end result of this is going to be because, as you guys know, this is an unprecedented situation. And I was concerned all year with wow, I'm really interested in how they manage this. This is the story of the playoffs to me outside of Cal Raleigh. But on that side, what actually happens with Otani is going to be, I think, one of the more fascinating things we see pretty much in the playoffs period.
Well, but let's go one step beyond. You ready? So let's just say that Otani does what Beto says, which is let's say he goes 7 innings strong in game 1, okay? And he doesn't leave much to the bullpen. And let's just say the Dodgers win game 1, hypothetically.
Okay.
We have been sitting here over the last few days in particular talking about how bad the bullpen is, to the point where there was a celebration for Sasaki's return because he went 1 inning and he struck out 2 guys and he looked really good. And Greg said actually it was the best relief inning that the Dodgers have had. I don't know, it'd been
In
months.
months.
Yeah,
Right?
it was.
Then we saw Clayton Kershaw in the same game also come out of the bullpen. And you know Clayton Kershaw wants to be part of this playoff run. This is it for him, right? So my question to you guys would be, what do you think is going to happen beyond Otani pitching? Let's say he does go 7 innings. What are they going to do about this bullpen? Or are they going to do what Berge has suggested, which is he's not down with OPP, he's down with BPP.
BPP. Yeah, I think that's what they're going to do. If he goes 7, then things change.
Right.
Then you can go Roki into Kershaw or however you want to look at that. If he only goes 5, then you go Sheehan right behind him. And he goes 4.
Okay.
So you have the piggyback option.
I actually like that. That's a good call. You don't lock yourself into something sort of just because.
And they're even working on this the last couple of months, putting guys in certain situations. That's why you see certain guys coming out of the pen, because it's not like they're just saying, in the playoffs we're going to change it up. They're building guys for these kind of situations because the analytics department, the quants, they have not that they figured it out, but they're trying to figure out how can we avoid a Blake Trinan, a Scott, if they're even on the roster for them. But the most important thing for the Dodgers is they only have to win 2. It's forget about what's going on in the NLDS, forget about what's going on in the World Series. It's just get through the wild card right now because they're not good enough to be thinking past anybody.
Let me ask you a question, Greg. Do you think Otani's a different base runner when he pitches?
Yeah, he doesn't steal bases. But if he goes, he will go first to third. He will go second to home. He's not going to steal bases, but we don't need him to steal bases.
Okay.
Look what happened the last time he stole a base. He hurt himself.
I think that's the root. I think that's the root of what I'm thinking is that if he's pitching and running, there's something there where I'm just like, I hope that doesn't get. Yeah, but you need. It's a playoffs. You know what I'm saying?
Just hit home runs. Hit home runs.
Hot 90s
he
matter.
got thrown out, I think,
he did.
multiple times in the World Series. So, do not steal bases.
All right,
Let me ask all you guys this question. Let me ask you guys all this because it was about a month ago when the bullpen was so bad and the Dodgers were losing games. This is before they got hot, at least winning games at the end of the season. What's the confidence meter at right now? And I'm not talking about getting deep into the playoffs because that's not good enough for the Dodgers. What's the confidence meter at in the Dodgers winning the World Series this year? Bergie, where you at?
I think they are winning the World Series. I'm as confident as you can be. 10 out of 10, 100%. I think they are going to win.
Wow, 10 out of 10.
Yeah,
wow.
no, I fully believe that they're going to win the World Series. They have the best roster. They have the best pitching staff. They have all of it.
Okay, I just wanted to know if you were also picking the Raiders to win the Super Bowl.
No. They are going to end up with a top 3 pick.
Okay, and is UCLA winning the national championship this year?
No, they may not win a game.
I was going to say, is UCLA winning anything?
I'm very
this year?
realistic, Cappy. This is the best team that they have. Their starters are the best. Their 1 through 9 are the best. It's the bullpen that's bad, but there's ways to get around that.
What about Will Smith? What do we know about Will Smith?
He's going to try to be back by Tuesday. It doesn't look good, but he is going to try. Hey, Ben Rortvedt did a great job behind the plate.
Right.
He's solid. Cappy, to answer your question, I wouldn't be surprised if they get to the World Series, and I wouldn't be surprised if they lose to the Phillies. They'll get past the first round, but the Phillies are really,
the Phillies
really
are the
good.
team that I think are the most likely to take them out. The Phillies are the team in the major leagues in the last 5 seasons who have been the best, who have not won a World Series. When I asked Jeff Passan about this yesterday on Clinton and Friends, by the way, mornings on the ESPN LA app, 7 to 9 a.m., I asked him who's going to win the World Series. He straight up said, I don't know. And that's what I like about this playoff setup this year, is that it is not obvious. And, Greg, to your point, the Dodgers stack up. For sure. But it isn't obvious because of the depth of the talent and the number of teams, obviously, that are in this bracket, who's going to win. And that is the most exciting part, which is why I'm looking forward to this weekend, seeing how it lines up.
The playoffs are crazy every year.
Yeah.
It's baseball. Anything can happen. But if you just by looking at paper, the Dodgers look the best.
Are they favored in Vegas?
I think they were,
Okay. They're still one of the favorites in Vegas,
Right.
No, but are they favored to win the World Series?
That was my actual question. I don't know the answer to that.
We'll find out. We'll have that information for you. We're efforting that right now as we speak, Clinton Yates. Now, what you guys should do, other than Bergie, you should root for the Padres to win the World Series.
Absolutely.
To have Sedano have to go cover the parade.
Let's go.
No, Beto knows the bet. But, Clinton, here's the bet. You ready?
Lay it on me.
So Sedano is so confident that the Chargers are going to win a Super Bowl within the next 5 years that so long as the Sedano and Cap show is on the air, if the Chargers win the Super Bowl at any point during that period, I have to go cover the Chargers Super Bowl parade, which would be like agony for somebody like me.
Yeah, no, that's understandable.
So I said to Sedano, okay, so put your money where your mouth is. I don't think the Chargers will win the Super Bowl. Do you think the Padres will win the World Series? He said, absolutely not. I said, okay, so if the Padres win the World Series, you got to go cover that parade. And it wasn't like Sedano was like, no, I'm not doing that. I'm not part of this. He was like, oh, I'll take that all day.
I was going to say, covering a parade in San Diego is not that bad of a gig.
And that's how he looked at it.
It is if you're Cappy.
You know what parade I did not cover but I did not see?
Tell me.
Every year in San Diego, they have a pup parade that starts right near the ballpark and goes up, I think, whatever 6th Street is through Gaslamp, and people dress their dogs in these amazing holiday outfits. One of the coolest things I've ever seen in my life.
No.
Happy we should go to that. Take Jack and Chewy.
It is
I've never seen it.
hilarious. And they do it every year right downtown. Just saying.
Okay. All right.
Phillies are
something to
plus
consider.
425. Dodgers are plus 500.
Okay. All
Yeah, right there.
All right.
Thanks to ESPN Bet.
Yeah, and the Phillies advanced scouts have been following the Dodgers for the last month, I found out. So, I mean, they do that with everybody, but they've been sending the bigger guys to see what the Dodgers are up to.
Sure.
Okay. So that's that. Listen, Bergie, you said you were going to watch Clayton Kershaw's last start.
Sunday.
How many home runs? Now, big dumpers at 60. Is that right?
60.
Yep.
60.
Yep.
And well, he could be looking at 61, 62 ish.
Man, if he could give him 8 home runs, I don't care how many home runs he hits over this weekend, as long as it's not on Sunday, because the Dodgers are set into the 3 spot. Nothing matters anymore. So do whatever you want. I don't care. Hit 18 home runs this weekend.
If he breaks
Great.
Judge's
Good for
AL
you.
record and doesn't get the MVP, I'm going to be furious. Kyle Raleigh deserves it as far as I'm
Do you have a vote?
No, I do not. There's only 30 voters, and Passan's even voting this year. But it's one of those things where, like, if it were the NBA, this is what David Dennis Jr. was saying, if this were the NBA, this would have been Kyle Raleigh's award months ago. You know what I'm saying? On a narrative standpoint, because that's how they do. But there's this whole cabal of people that are like, well, OPS this, and that. And I'm like, dude, Kyle Raleigh is a switch-hitting catcher who plays the daggone field, calls plays, steals bases, and he's hitting homers? What? Like, there's no way I wouldn't vote for that guy.
Right. And I think everything you just said, beyond just hitting home runs, is what's so important about it.
Yeah.
Playing the field, managing the staff, hitting on both sides of the plate. Absolutely.
He run the home run derby as well. You know what I'm saying? Like,
CY, did you see the story about the man who caught the ball, the 60th homer, and then gave it to that little kid, and then the Mariners brought both of them onto the field to hang out with Cal?
That was very
That's
cool.
awesome, man.
Cal's
Listen,
got a
it's
lot
also
of great vibes around him. Yeah.
It was also, I love that story, Beto. You're talking about, this was the story of the guy who caught Mike Trout's 400th home run ball.
Oh, that one too in Seattle.
And that guy was like, hey, all I want to do is just have a catch with Mike Trout. Is that cool? And
So
that
cool.
was
Really
that,
cool.
That was awesome.
That is fun.
That's like the first time I've heard Mike Trout's name since opening day.
Wow.
Oh, you gotta
sorry.
read that. Oh, come on.
Sorry.
Throwing shots.
I mean, I wish I heard more. I wish I did.
Time for the real deal, dealer's choice. Hey, everyone. With Cappy. Brought to you by our friends at Sellers Advantage. Want to sell your house before you call an agent? Call Sellers Advantage. They'll buy it as is with a competitive cash offer. No repairs needed. They make selling easy. Call 888-390-AS-IS for a no-obligation offer or visit sellersadvantage.com. 0196-1658, Cappy.
All right, guys. So we've talked about all the big things that are happening this weekend in sports. Huge weekend of college football with USC and Illinois tomorrow. Huge weekend of NFL football highlighted by the Rams and the Colts on Sunday. You guys brought up the Dodgers in this closing series against Seattle. We talked about the Ryder Cup. I mean, there's all these things going on. I'm going to give you one more little piece here, and this is only for all the horse players out there.
Uh-oh.
This afternoon, Beto, this is
I've got the horses in the back.
Beto, this is for you, bro.
Let's go.
Today, in the 7th race at Santa Anita, I want you to play. The horse is called Pressure Luck. Okay, it was a winner earlier this year, the summer at Del Mar.
No whammy.
Pressure Luck.
No whammy. Stop.
Pressure Luck has been competitive at this level. This is a Calbred allowance race, 6 furlongs, Beto, on the grass.
Oh, let's go.
6 furlongs, Calbreds, allowance on the turf at Santa Anita. So there's a lot of reason to believe that we fit in this race. And Beto, a nice, juicy 8-1 on the morning line.
Go.
If we can get 5, 6, 7-1, let's load up. Let's win. Let's press our luck with Pressure Luck in the 7th race today at Santa Anita. Now, Clinton, have you been to Santa Anita yet?
I've not yet. I've ridden
The great race place.
I've ridden by it on the train. I have yet to make it there.
We got to take you out to Santa
I
Anita
know that
one
has
day.
to happen soon. We need to make that happen. That's for sure. No doubt about it.
Arcadia. We'll go see Travis's statue, and then we'll go to the track.
Beto, you're up to 6 or 7 hats in the hat switch contest. I got to 10 hats yesterday, or was it the day before, Parker? Maybe it was the day before, yeah.
I only have one, so I'm sorry.
Just trying to be like you, Cappy. Let's go.
Nah, just
I
a
don't wanna
kid
kill
from
the
Carson.
bit.
Although
I don't
this
wanna kill
hat,
the bit.
this hat is from Wichita State, which is in Wichita.
Shockers.
Which
what up,
is
Darren Dreifert?
Do you guys know like one of the big fun facts about Wichita? Wichita is the home of the original Pizza Hut.
Oh, really?
And the way that I figured this out was a friend of mine told me when I was there, and I went to the original hut, and it was like a little museum kind of deal where you put in like $1 and you can go around this room for like half an hour and look at all the different promo stuff they had from literally all over the globe. They got as far as China and India, in case you were wondering. And here's what I figured out. I walked across the street afterwards to go to get something to eat, and I looked down the block. You know the iconic Pizza Hut roofs?
Yeah, the red roof.
That's
Yeah.
not a proprietary design. That's
Okay.
just what buildings in Wichita look like.
Come
so
on.
these guys obviously just leveled up from their original hut and moved into the next biggest building, and that blew up, and that is what you're looking at when you look at that roof. That's
Okay,
not
why
a
do you
thing.
know this?
Because
Why?
I was looking on my eyeball with my eyeballs on my own 2 feet. And
Okay,
I
but you
was-
could look at it, but then go do the deep dive?
No, I mean, there's no deep dive. I just realized, like, obviously, this is what a normal Wichita mid-size one-level room or building looks like, and they didn't do any of that on their own. They just moved in, and bam, it turned out to be their signature thing. Unbelievable. You know, so
I
anyway.
like that's good knowledge there.
Yeah, it's
Cunningham.
worth
I
knowing.
like that.
So.
Love it.
Anyway.
Love it. What about the
Solid
red
knowledge.
cups? Red cups. That's
Really
all we
quick,
need.
did you know that there's a documentary on Hulu about Prime about the shape of the Pizza Hut buildings
Yeah.
and like how they're
What?
repurposed into other things?
Oh, you know what? I do know that because it's been very difficult for them to sell all those buildings,
yeah,
which is why it's
exactly.
been hard. But yeah, Wichita, like a liquor store will look like that, a rec center will look like that,
No
a church
way.
will look like that.
Really?
Yeah.
That I did not know.
Yeah.
That is wild.
Normally good. Yeah. So.
I wonder if
is
they got
weird.
like a torta center that looks like that.
Oh, yeah.
Hey,
Little
Beto, you know what a
pepperoni?
torta is,
I was
Beto? You
gonna
know?
say, you
Yeah,
know
we're
what?
going
It's time for
Torta
me to
Tuesday.
go.
Torta Thursdays, Cappy. I got you, bro.
We're going to have to do
with all the food falling out of the torta, it's extra. A little extra for you.
Right. Sometimes you want a little extra with the torta.
Right.
Did he spit on him?
I want it to fall out.
I'm
is what
leaving
you
now.
wanted to do.
By randomness, you can tell your friends I was unprofessional at work today.
Rent free.
Tie your shoes, CY.
Bye, CY.
Let me see them shoes, CY. Let me see them Vans.
Tie your shoes. Learn how to
see
tie
them
your
Vans
shoes.
you're rocking.
The great Quentin Yates, by the way, Quentin and Friends, you can listen to each weekday morning on the all-new ESPN LA app, 7 to 9 a.m. Just hit the Quentin and Friends tile, and Quentin, of course, is on ESPN+.
I think that's going to do it for us, Christopher.
Oh, you feel so?
Put it down. Let me see. Oh, that's the way the Vans come?
Oh, those are nice. What's wrong with that?
I guess people have a problem with him not tying his shoes at work.
All right.
And wearing pajamas to work.
That's fine. All right, that's going to do it. Rack us. It's been a great week. The Sedano and Cap Morning Show. What is this, week 4? I think.
Something like that. I don't
so.
know.
Week 4, week
We're
3?
on fire, though. I'll tell you that right
and
now.
Fuego. Have a great weekend. We'll be back Monday morning at 7 a.m. for all the fun and frivolity. We'll be all over Rams, USC, the Raiders losing to the Bears, the Bruins sucking as usual, and the Dodgers. The Dodgers. How many home runs will Kershaw give up on Sunday? Let's find out.
Wow.
Damn. Let's find out. And Beto, make it a torta Saturday night. Why don't you?
Every night, tortas, baby.
Every night. Have a great weekend, everybody. We'll see you Monday morning.
Public Enemy, the pioneers of hip-hop, take the stage at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino Friday, November 14th. Experience the raw energy, the iconic sound, and the powerful voices of Chuck D and Flavor Flav live on stage. Bring the noise! Public Enemy, Friday, November 14th, only at Fantasy Springs Resort Casino. Tickets on sale now.